Starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone and welcome to the webinar. My name is Abbas Ravji and in this webinar I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can get the most and best use out of SociVidz. But just before I get going, I want to be sure that you can all hear me. So if you can just give me a yes, fantastic, brilliant stuff. Okay, we're good to go. So I'm coming through loud and clear. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so firstly, guys, my name's Abbas Ravji. For those who don't know me, then we have actually been developing software solutions, automated software solutions for many years now, and we do serve thousands of marketers just like yourself. So welcome to the team, and welcome to SociVidz, and congratulations on your purchase. And I really do hope that you can get the most from this software. Okay, so in this webinar, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can get the most out of SociVidz. I'm going to be showing you how to take your videos, and I'm going to be teaching you some interlinking techniques and some special linking techniques that are going to help us to get page one rankings in Google and in YouTube for our videos. And everything that I'm going to be showing you can be fully automated inside of SociVidz. So I'm going to get going. Okay, just to let you know about recordings, guys. I am recording this webinar and I'm using the GoToWebinar recording features. Now, I really do hope that it's going to be recorded. If it doesn't get recorded, guys, then I do apologize. So if anyone is out there and they are able to actually record this, then please do so. It'd be, much appreciated, just in case we don't get away with a good recording. Fantastic. We've got Paul come in saying that he's recording. Thank you very much, Paul. Okay, so I'm going to get going and I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to be teaching. I've actually put together 5 slides. I'm going to be trying to keep the pace of my voice very slow as well. I do understand that a number of users have pointed out that I do speak fairly fast, but if I do get stuck into my usual routine again, then I do apologize, but I'm going to be trying my best. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you how to use certain interlinking techniques and methods that can be fully automated inside of SociVidz. Now, it might sound and it might seem a little bit advanced, but you don't need to memorize any of this because SociVidz makes this advanced and complicated technique very, very simple. So let's get going and let's get started with this. So again, if you have any questions, guys, please try your best to save them towards the end. I don't want to get distracted because we've got quite a bit to get through, and just so that you guys know, this is actually my second time that I'm ever presenting on webinar. I've only presented once before. I'm normally behind video tutorials that I can pause and I can start again. So if I sound a little bit nervous, and I'm very sorry and I do apologize, but I'm going to try my best so that the nerves don't get the better of me. Okay, so let's get going. So I've actually created 5 slides to help me better understand this. Again, I'm gonna go through this fairly fast because you don't need to memorize it, and we're going to make sure that everything that I'm going to present here can be automated with what you already have, which is SociVidz. Okay, so I'm going to go through the basic process and quickly show you what we're doing. So inside of SociVidz, we've got our video, and we're going to upload that video to YouTube, and then that YouTube video, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually minimize this chat box because I can't see my screen. So if you do have any questions, please save them for the end and I'll come to them in a moment. Okay, so I can't see any questions if you're sending the questions through, guys, so I do apologize. And I really hope, okay, just before I do get going, can you actually see the screen? Can you see your video image, guys? If you can give me a yes in the chat box, and you can see the YouTube. Okay, brilliant stuff. Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to quickly minimize this one more time. Okay, so you got your video, it's on YouTube, and you got your social links and you got your social embeds. The social links and social embeds, of course, guys, are very important for videos. I'm not going to explain exactly why they're fully important. I'm sure you guys understand. You get links that count as vouchers. You get your search engine robots getting them sent back to your YouTube videos as well. And obviously, you got your YouTube videos that are fully optimized to rank for your keywords. So anyway, this is the main and simple process of what everyone tends to do. They tend to upload their video to YouTube and then get it social links and social embeds. And you can do this through SociVidz at a very, very basic level. Okay, so let's get on to the second one. Okay. All right then, somebody just picked out that I've got a misspelling there in your video, so I do apologize about that, guys. But let's not concentrate on the spelling and let's concentrate on the actual knowledge at hand. Okay, so you got your main video. Now, I'm explaining a step further now from the basic method. So you got your video and it's on YouTube, and you got your social media links and your embeds to that. Now what we're going to do, I'm not sure if many of you got my PDF guide that I put out there, but we've got some excellent reviews on that as well. And it showed you how to use helper videos. Now helper videos are other videos that are going to be targeting related keywords to what your main video is targeting. So let me try and explain this a little further. So let's say, for example, your main video is targeting something like video marketing services. So that's the keyword that you're trying to rank for. Now, your helper videos are going to be targeting related keywords. So if you know about LSI, latent semantic indexing, then I'm sure you'll be able to relate to this. If you don't, then we've actually got a really excellent video tutorial that I can point out later on, and you can go and view that and see exactly how LSI and the hummingbird update and the meaning between given words in a sentence as opposed to keyword searches are really playing a big focus towards the search engines now. So anyway, so what we're doing here is, let's say for example our main keyword is video marketing services. Now a helper video keyword could be something like video marketing company or video marketing or automated video marketing or something. So both of these videos are going on YouTube. Now our helper video is also going on YouTube, but from the actual description you're going to be linking back to your main video, and you're also going to be getting social links and social embeds for your helper videos as well. So your helper videos are getting exactly the same kind of promotion that your main video is getting, but the only difference is that from the description from your helper video, it's going to be linking back to your main video. Again, all of this can be done through SociVidz. If it sounds a little complicated, guys, don't worry, because SociVidz makes it super simple, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that in a moment as well. Okay, let me just make sure everyone is following. Okay, fantastic. Everyone's saying they understand LSI. Yes, LSI is very important. Relevancy is very important. When you want to rank in the search engines, let's not forget Google and YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google as well. They're going to have very similar algorithms as well. Obviously, YouTube's going to be slightly different compared to Google, and likewise the other way around. But relevancy is very important, and they want to make sure that they're showing the most relevant results to their users when they are performing searches. And this is where you have related keywords, that you can really bring up the relevancy for your main keywords. So anyway, let's get into phase 2. This is only part of what SociVidz does, and I'm going to get onto phase 2 and show you exactly more. So that was just one method of doing it, guys, but you actually scale this up now. So this is exactly why SociVidz there. This is exactly why we use automated solutions, because we can scale things up real quick, rapidly, fast, and make it really efficient and really get some good results. So let me show you exactly how it scales up in a diagram. So our main video promoted through social sites. Look at this. We've got our helper videos now. Now our helper videos, we've got multiple helper videos. Each one of those helper videos is targeting a different keyword, but the keyword is related to our main keyword. So we got our video marketing services main video. Then we've got video marketing company for the helper video. Then we've got video marketing, I don't know, made easy, and then we've got video marketing, automated video marketing, and then video marketing that works. Just giving you an example of what kind of related keywords that we can do. And then what you got is, obviously you got your social links and social embeds that are getting done to each one of these videos as well. So this is one phase. Everything can get done through SociVidz, and you can scale it as much as you need to scale it. But this is only part of it. When you work on YouTube and when you work on social sites and when you work on other sites, then they look for engagement. They look for you to play an active role on the site itself. So what they want to see engagement on your videos as well. Let's not forget, if you look at Google and look at the Google search engine and have a look at some of their algorithms, you got things like bounce rate, you got things like how long a viewer stays on the site, and what do they do after when they go into the site. Do they hit the back button or do they go to an internal page? YouTube very similarly does things like that as well. They can see how many users obviously are engaging with your videos, whether they are liking them, whether they are commenting on them, what your YouTube rank is, have you got any subscribers, various things like that. So even though we're getting links and embeds from away from YouTube, and what we also need to do is also get YouTube engagement. So this is where your comments, likes and subscribers and views come in. And obviously you're fully aware we've got the YouTube syndication feature inside of SociVidz that allows you to do this. So all of this you see here, guys, can be done through SociVidz. Now, let me just quickly explain exactly what's happening. Now, I'm not really sure if you guys know about the silo structure when building websites. So I'm going to open this up quickly. Okay, fantastic. So we've got a few yeses coming in, so that's brilliant. So a silo structure is basically building up your site, linking it internally in not only linking it in a tightly closed manner, but you're also using related keywords throughout the whole linking process. So it's very tightly linked together. You're not leaking authority to other pages, to unrelated pages, and you're also making sure that you're keeping everything related to related keywords. So that's brilliant. Obviously, we can't do the tightly related structure on YouTube. It's not possible because they're going to show related videos by themselves or whatnot to you. So what's happening here is if you have a look at this in a sense, so we've got external links. So we've got the social links and social embeds. We've got the YouTube engagement. We've got the comments, likes, subscribers and views. And we've also got these links here. These are internal links. So these are links coming from within YouTube itself. And obviously they're coming from related videos. And what's happening there is we're giving and we're building internal links from within YouTube itself to our other video as well. So we're really building and taking that authority to the main video. And if you have a look at this, you can clearly see that the hotspot lies on our main video here. So if you follow the spider through as well, so let's say for example the spiders came to one of your Google Plus pages and they found a link to your video. The spider followed that video over to I don't know, Video Marketing Solutions, and from the description they found the video link to your main video, and they're going to end up on your main video, and they're going to keep ending up on your main video from whichever video you've got out there, because everything comes back to your main video. And this is exactly what we're doing here. We've got internal links going on here, we've got external links and embeds going on here, we've got internal engagement, views and likes going on here. But obviously sometimes, and again guys, you can scale this up as much as you want it, and don't sound confused at the moment. If you are feeling a little bit confused, or you think that it's, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then please don't, because I'm explaining this just to better explain when we come over to SociVidz how SociVidz works and how you can get this effect should you wish to. And it is very powerful, and it's going to do it for you without any effort. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. But I do understand as well that we've got users that are targeting higher competitive keywords, and they are also a part of our private blog network, which is the SociVidz private blog network. And I don't want to really talk about that too much, but I'm going to show you how this fits in as well. So obviously we've got the video private blog network, which is owned and hosted by hundreds of users on their own servers, and then they're registered owners of it. And what happens is our video, so our main video, we don't really want our related or helper videos on the private blog network. We want to be sending the private blog network links to our main video. And then obviously if you are a member of our private blog network, then we also own another service called SociSend. Maybe I can speak about that on another video sometime, but that allows us to also benefit from crowd marketing and social media links, and that's what we use to promote the private blog network links as well. So everything is coming around and revolving around your main video, and if you have a look at your main video, that's going to be the hotspot, and that's what's going to be, and that's where we're going to be ranking in the first page of Google and YouTube by following this process. Again, how competitive your keywords are will depend on how easy or how difficult it's going to be to get onto the first page. Whether Google is showing videos on the first page of Google or not will also depend on whether you can rank your own videos on the first page or not as well. So anyway guys, this is one method, okay, and I'm going to try and break it up, make it a little bit more clearer real quick. So we've got our main video, we've got the links from social sites and embeds, we've got our helper videos that are linking back. The green tick here, or the green line here, is internal links. The blue line here or arrow is social links, and then you've got the social links going to our helper videos, and then you've got the black arrows, which are the YouTube engagement, and that's a half a circle there, or that's the whole circle there. And this is exactly what happens. Everything goes back to your main video, and of course if you're on the private blog network, then you can complete the whole circle, and you can go ahead and you can get links from private blog networks as well. Okay, so let me show you quickly. Okay, let me just quickly ask you a question, guys. Everything okay? Are you following me at the moment? Am I okay to go ahead? And did you want me to cover anything else or go over anything else as well? No, you're happy for me to continue? Okay, and is my pace okay? Looks great so far. Brilliant, all good. No problem, continue. Yes, yes, yes. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so I'm going to continue. Right, so this is another method. Okay, if for helper videos, how many? Blogger. Okay, so it really depends. What you'd need to do is put out your video, and I think what I'm going to have to do is do another video to show you how to assess competition. Now, to assess the competition and to reverse engineer the competition and to find out exactly what your competition are doing to get themselves onto the first page. Now, that would require another video, and I do have the knowledge to give you for that as well, and I hope that we can do another video to go over that as well. So, but at the moment, my advice to you would be, if you're not 100% sure how many helper videos to put out there, then create a number of helper videos, slowly release them out there, see how your rankings get going throughout the month, and then continue to scale it up and continue to basically rinse and repeat. But I will try my best to cover this on another webinar or maybe a video tutorial and show you exactly how you can assess what kind of competition you're up against, what kind of videos you're going to need, and various other things like that as well. Okay, right, I'm going to have a look at these questions again further on, guys, because I'm going to get a little bit distracted, and I do understand that it's fairly early for some of you guys around the world, and you know, you've got a number of things to get along with as well. So I'm going to continue with this, and right, I don't have a PDF on this, but I'm going to try and have a recording on this, guys. So So let's continue. So anyway, let's go over to video 2. So the interlinking method number 2. The first interlinking method was obviously using helper videos, and we're going to continue to use helper videos in this method as well. Think of it as promoting your videos using videos. So in the same way that you're going to be promoting your silo articles and your silo posts and your silo category landing pages by using other related articles and posts, then we're going to do exactly the same with this, and we're going to be promoting videos using videos, but obviously that's only one part of it, and we've got the social links and embeds coming in as well. So let's go over to phase 2. So the next method is, you've got your main video, obviously you've got your helper video. Your first helper video is linking back to your main video, and then you've got another helper video, but this time it's not linking back to your main video, it's linking back to the video that's linking back to your main video, and then it continues like that. But it isn't actually a link wheel because obviously it doesn't complete as a link wheel there. So as you can see, what's happening, you're stacking authority. So but obviously these are internal links here. So you've got your social links as well, which give you the external links and the external embeds as well. So what's happening here is you're just stacking up authority, and SociVidz allows you to do this, guys. So this is why this might not be my best method of actually going out there to target, because I personally feel the other method's better, and I've received better results using the other method, but this is also possible as well, and this can be done with just the one click, which again, guys, it might sound a bit hypey, you know, the one click, but I'm going to show you exactly how we can do this, because when we built SociVidz, then we built it to do this, and it was designed to do all this. And something like this will be very tedious and take you hours and hours to do if done manually, but you've all got something now. You've got SociVidz, and you can all benefit from this, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. So anyway, and then you've got your comments and your links and your subscribers and everything coming in, and if you are part of the video blog network, then you've also got that here as well. Okay, so this comes to the end of our presentation, guys, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start working on SociVidz. Before I go and start showing you how everything ties in, I do understand there's a number of questions. I'm going to try and do a question and answer session towards the very end. Now, what we've just gone through now, the explanation, I do understand there's a number of users on here that are going to find it fairly overwhelming, and they're going to think it's fairly advanced, and you know, what's the point of doing all this? Then you don't need to memorize any of it, guys. You don't even need to understand what it does. But what I will tell you is that what I just explained to you, that's what we're going to do with SociVidz, and that's what SociVidz is going to do for you. And it works. It's simple as that, guys. It works, and it is going to work. And if you guys have been following me, and if you guys do have a little bit of knowledge and understanding about SEO and internal linking and the way links and everything work, then I'm sure you'd be following me and you've fully understood exactly how this is going to work. And it is a foolproof process. Okay, yes, I'm hoping that there is going to be a replay for this as well, Chris. Okay, so let's get over to SociVidz. SociVidz, guys, it's taken us 8 months to build, maybe even longer. I think we started it in January. We had 3 months of it. So, sorry, we had about 5 months of alpha, which was only me and my development team building it. After that, it went for 3 months, it went to about 50 beta testers, real marketers, just like you and just like myself. Yes, yes, I'm going to try my best to put this in the members area, the video recording in the SociVidz members area. Okay, so anyway, we went through 3 months of beta testing. The software got changed and we've done so many things, and marketers told us what they wanted, things that we lacked, what they liked about it. I'll put the slides up as well, Daniel. Okay, so let me get on and show you exactly what we can do with SociVidz and exactly how everything fits in. So the YouTube syndication part, guys, obviously this is the part where, if we have a look at this slide here, where we're going to be sending comments, likes and subscribers, and we're going to be boosting engagement. Okay, and we're going to be boosting engagement on our YouTube videos. And this is what the YouTube syndication part does. Now, the YouTube syndication part, guys, just to give you some figures as well, we've got over 2,000 users on SociVidz now. So we held it up for, I think, 7 days. We've got over 2,000 users. And what does that mean? The syndication system is based on crowd marketing. Now, that's a unique algorithm that we've developed ourselves in-house. And we developed it when we created our other product, SociVidz. And what this means is every user that joins the system becomes part of the crowd. And they use... Oops, can everybody hear me? I've just had David tell me that he can't hear me. Anyone give me a yes? You can hear me? Okay, yes, we've got loads of yeses coming through, so that's brilliant. Everyone can hear me. Voice is good, loud and clear. Okay. So anyway, what this does, every user that joins the system... every user that joins the system becomes part of this crowd, and what happens is we all come together to form, you can say, like an army of marketers. Sorry about that, guys. Like an army of marketers that come together to help one another achieve results that wouldn't otherwise be possible. So think about it for a moment. SociVidz, the YouTube syndication area, works based on ISP level IPs. So I'm going to be using my IP from my home, and so are the other 2,000 users from their homes as well. And you can get likes, and you can get comments, and you can get views, and you can get subscribers as well. So it makes it super, super easy and super simple and super natural and super efficient as well. Now, I don't really use the word super a lot, guys, so I do apologize, but it is super. And we've got some updates to come through this as well. And I'm going to be talking about the updates, and I think you're going to love the updates I'm going to be speaking about. I'm not going to show you how to work with this, guys, because obviously you know how to work with this. I've got a video tutorial showing you how to add your YouTube URL, how to go ahead and how to earn credits and how to perform views. But what I am going to show you, and what I am going to tell you, is I'm going to show you and tell you about some best practices. Now, I've been going on here on the YouTube syndication system on a daily basis, and I've been looking at videos, and I've been looking at the videos you guys are putting in, and I'm putting in, and other people are putting in as well. Okay, if anyone's having any issues with adding pre-existing YouTube accounts or anything like that, then please email us on support, and I promise you we'll look after you. You know, we're not going to ignore you. We're not going to do anything like that. We will look after you, and we'll try to resolve any issues that you have. But what I can assure you is that we're getting hundreds of likes on a daily basis. We're getting hundreds of comments on a daily basis and views on a daily basis performed by users that aren't having any difficulties. So Clifton, if you're having any difficulties, just give us an email, and I promise you we'll look after you, and we'll get everything we can do to get you up to speed to working with this. Again, with you coming up to speed and working with the YouTube syndication system, it means we're all benefiting even more. Okay, so what happens here, guys, is I personally used to have issues and problems myself with, I used to have videos and I used to be able to get hundreds of views on my videos. I never used to have any problems with getting views, but I wouldn't be able to get likes and I wouldn't be able to get comments, and I've always been scared to go over to a place like Fiverr and buy them views and buy likes and buy comments, and I'm sure many of you have as well. And if you're part of the Facebook mastermind group, then a number of users have already brought this to my attention, and I haven't personally bought likes and views and anything from Fiverr because I'm scared. But when it comes to SociVidz, I'm not scared. What you notice here, all of these are my videos. Okay, so if you go over to any of these videos, guys, you'll see these are my videos. Hey, and these are from my main channels. I'm not scared of using it on here because it's totally natural. But what I will tell you guys is, if you have got a video and you've put it up only yesterday and you've got about 5 views, and then you come along in here and you tell the system, well, you know what, I want 10 comments, and your video hasn't even got the views to justify them 10 comments, then it's not going to look natural. So even though the system has been designed to work natural, in the sense that it's going to be using ISP level IPs, it's going to make users view the videos first, it's going to make users, use their own accounts or whatever, and whatever we've put into the system. What we can't do is turn around and say, well, you know what, we're going to cap every video that comes in here at the max of 2 comments a day or something, or we're going to divide it and do a mathematical equation and divide it by a certain figure and make sure that your ratio of comments versus views is not over a certain amount. We don't want to do that, and we don't want to put these restrictions up. And the only advice that I can give you is, guys, if you have got a video with only 100 views, then you know what, you don't want, even 10 comments on a video that has 100 views, that's a 10% conversion into comments if you're looking at it as a conversion. I don't think it's natural personally. I would say don't go over 5%. If you've got 100 views, don't get more than 5 comments. Have a look at your competition. Have a look and see what they've got. I've seen some local videos in here that are going for like plumbing services. And when I have a look at the comments, I've got like about 8 comments on there. The videos only had like about 20 views. And when you have a look at their competition, the competition's only got like about 2 likes and 1 comment. Just do that little bit extra that your videos are going to need to get higher and get more engagement than your competition. Don't go overboard. This is here with you now, guys. You've had the one-time payment for SociVidz. Now, just to let you know, when we do release SociVidz again, I'm not sure if it's going to be a one-time payment. But you've had the one-time payment for SociVidz. This is going to stay with you. You can get likes and you can get comments and you can get views today, tomorrow, and after 1 year as well. So don't go overboard and don't start going crazy with it. I mean, I don't want to sound like, like a broken record, to be honest. What I'm just trying to explain is, we've done everything we can in our end to make everything natural. And now it's time for you guys to be a little cautious as well and try and make everything natural on your end as well. So anyway, this is the YouTube syndication part. I'm going to close this. Oops, just before I do close it, let me show you some updates that we've made. Okay, so let me take a look at this. On here, guys, right, if you see it says please wait, what the software does, I believe my system's working fairly slow as well because of my computer connection. Not a very cool video to show on this webinar, but anyway, it's popped up. So anyway, what happens now, let me show you on some likes actually. Let me go over to likes. Okay, I think my system's running a bit slow because I've got the webinar in process here as well. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Before, what would happen, guys, is when you got a like, you can't press play. Okay, now you can press play. And I'm going to show you why you can press play in a moment. Okay, got some comments coming in about the last video. Okay, so you can actually press play now, and the reason we're allowing you to press play even if the video doesn't need a view is because, you know what, if you go over to YouTube and you go and like a video without watching the video, then it doesn't look natural, does it? So my advice to you would be, if you are looking to get like credits, then you know what, get your like credits. Instead of just hitting the like button, click play, give the video a view first, and then hit the like button. And then again, if you want to do a comment, then you can do exactly the same as well. Okay, in regards to, okay, I think Bridges asked a question about what's the percentage of likes you want to get and what's the percentage of comments you want to get as well. Well, you know what, I haven't got a proper precise figure that I can give you. The only thing that I can advise you is, you know what, we're not going to be going and getting likes and engagement and so many for all of our, for so many videos. We're only going to be looking to get 2 or 3, unless it's our main video. Our main video might need some extra likes and it might need some extra comments. So in which case is have a look at your competition. Have a look how many likes and comments they've got, but at the same time have a look at how many views they've got as well, and try and figure out a percentage for yourself, because there's no one percentage that I can turn around and say, well, you know what, for this you need this much percentage or you need that much percentage, because some videos, due to the nature of them, you know, they're going to get more engagement on them. Other videos, just the nature of the videos ain't going to get any engagement. It doesn't feel suitable for you to get engagement on them, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let me show you some changes. Okay, let me have a look at some changes on here. Okay, so that was one change. You can click play now before you hit the like button, okay, and the comment button, or you can always play the video now to watch it first. So say, for example, here, the user hasn't got any comments on here, so if I wanted to comment, okay, it doesn't need a comment on here anyway. Okay, Okay, saying likes and views are good. What about shares? Carol, I'm going to come over to some updates in a moment, and I think you're going to love the updates. And I know all of our SociVidz users are going to really welcome the updates because it makes the system even more powerful. And I'll be talking about them in a moment, and I'll be talking about shares and other things as well. So anyway, some of the changes that we made here. One of our users made a note that, you know what, we're all marketers, and we all... Oops, can everyone hear me clearly? Yep, can everybody hear me? Sorry, yep, brilliant, fantastic. Okay, if the audio is cutting out for you guys, then it might be just you, because everyone else is saying yes, they can hear me loud and clear. Fantastic. Okay, so one of our users made us aware that, you know what, we're all marketers. Yeah, I'm a marketer, you're a marketer, somebody else is a marketer, everybody on this system is a marketer, and we've put out videos here. Now, somebody might have put out a video about marketing, you know, how to do video creation services, or some bonus about a review product or an affiliate product. So I think one of the users actually liked a video and they wanted to buy the service after watching the video in here, but they weren't able to get to the view. They weren't able to get to the video, so they wanted us to put a link so you can externally visit that video. So now you've got a view in browser. You can click that, and that will actually show you the video in the browser, which is fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at this, guys. As you can see, this has only had 3 views and it's already had 1 comment. That's like, what's that? That's like a 33.33, you know, conversion rate. My advice to whoever this video is now is, you know what, work on them views. Don't put any more comments on there. Don't get any likes yet. Okay, Anthony, I'm sorry about my voice. Again, I think I went back to the old habits. So I'm going to try to slow down. My advice to this user would be, you've only had 3 views and you've already had 1 comment. Let's work on some views now, get some social media links, get some social media embeds, add some views into the syndication system, and then once you know, I think that 1 comment you've got there would be good for 50 views. You know, don't put any more comments on there now. Get some views, work on your views now. You don't need anything else on here. And obviously, if you have a look at your competition and you feel that your competition is actually getting many... Okay, guys, if you can hear my telephone ringing in the background, then I'm really sorry. I'm actually the only person at home, and I've kept my telephone out of this room and it's actually ringing. I totally forgot to take it offline. Okay, so anyway, this is my advice to you is, you know what, work on some views. Don't worry about the engagement too much at the moment because you need views here. Okay. Right then, let's go back over to SociVidz and let me show you some more notes that we've got on here as well. Okay, I think that's it. They're the changes that we've made on here. Now, regarding updates, now I know we all love updates, and updates are something special that come in out of nowhere really, especially when it's a new feature, and we do want to make SociVidz the best. So what you'll notice is, let me quickly run over to the competition analysis script. Now, I'm not going to be focusing on this because I know this is only available in the Black Label Enterprise Edition, but let me just show you something. World Cup 2014, okay, and I'm going to get my social data and I'm going to get my offsite data as well, and we'll work with 10 videos. So it's going to be real quick, obviously depending on how, you know, how much internet connection this GoToWebinar is taking up as well. But let me just show you something. Okay, so we're getting social data here, and we're getting offsite data here as well. Offsite data is things from Moz.com and Majestic SEO, and obviously social data is like Facebook likes, Twitter retweets, Google Plus ones, and LinkedIn. So let's focus on this social area here, guys. What do you notice on every single video? Just focus on these social areas here. What you notice is these videos are highly shared on social sites. They're highly shared on places like Facebook. They're highly shared on places like Twitter, so you're getting retweets and tweets about them. You're getting Google Plus ones and LinkedIn shares about them. This is one thing that SociVidz doesn't do, and I'm sure you'd agree with me as well. And that's one area that SociVidz is lacking. So what we're doing, in the same way that you can get views and you can get likes and you can get comments, I'm actually discussing this. Well, I was actually discussing this earlier on, and we're going to be releasing it slowly, guys. But we're going to be adding in and introducing new features that you're going to be able to get likes and shares. So Facebook likes, Facebook shares, Google Plus ones, and LinkedIn shares as well. Again, it really depends on how we're going to release them, in what order we're going to release them, and we're not going to release them all at once because this works with our database and it's going to be working on a credit system. So what happens with this is, if your video is getting likes within YouTube itself. Yeah, it's getting comments within YouTube. So you've got your internal engagement. You're getting your social links and embeds as well. But what you're not getting, which is very important, are the Facebook likes and the Twitter retweets and the LinkedIn shares and whatever other ones that I went through as well. And that's exactly what we plan to add into SociVidz within the coming months. Yes, you know what, we've got some wows coming in, and we are going to add it in here because you know what, that's what we're lacking. You know, we've made a system so complete, so this is the only other things that are lacking in there, and we're going to be adding them in there. Obviously, we've got some more updates as well. We've got people, I've actually got a whiteboard behind me, so I'm going to have a look around. We've got suggestions about adding more sites to the system. Adding more sites isn't an issue. You know, we've got a number of social media tools out there, so we're going to be adding more sites. When it comes to creating videos, again, guys, I'm not going to be showing you how to create videos today. I'm going to be saving that for another video because this video is going to be fairly large in itself. Sorry, this webinar. But yeah, we're looking at introducing features where you can actually introduce and work with animated GIFs as well and render them into video. So it's going to be real cool. And we've also had suggestions about being able to upload and post the videos to your WordPress blogs. So these are all things that we're looking into, guys, but of course we're not going to be introducing so many new features without knowing that you guys are comfortable with working with SociVidz as it stands. Guys, I'm really sorry about my voice there. Normally on a video tutorial I'd hit the pause button and I'll be able to have a sip of water. Okay, so anyway, that's the YouTube syndication. So now let me go over and show you the posting script. In this script, I'm going to be showing you how to get keywords, and I'm going to be showing you how to get all of the interlinking that we mentioned here, and we mentioned here as well. In short, I'm going to show you how to set up your own campaigns. Okay? Now let's take a look. So let's go over to the posting script. The first thing I'm going to show you and tell you about is local searches. We've actually introduced and updated. You might have opened up SociVidz today and you might have seen it get updated, and you might have opened it yesterday and seen it get updated as well. And the reason we've done that, and what you can do, guys, while I've got you here as well, this is my SociVidz folder. So I've got my SociVidz exe. When we do release an update, then we also update this file here called releasenotes.txt. If you double click that, you'll be able to see the update. So yesterday was the 27th of August, and we made all these changes here. We found a slight issue with the local searches, so we updated it today and resolved that as well. So if you ever want to find out what the updates were with the software, then you can always double click the exe, have it auto update, and then have a look at this release notes file, and you'll find out exactly what changes we've made. Okay, so anyway, let me get back over onto here. So if you are actually part of our SociVidz mastermind group on Facebook, then a number of users made notes about local searches. They made notes that they're performing searches using the keyword discovery tool, and they're not able to get the local searches. So we've actually updated this logic, and we're allowing you to work with proxies. So I don't want this to sound overcomplicated, but I'm going to quickly show you the difference now. So let's say, for example, a keyword is plumber. Okay, plumbers. So I'm doing a basic keyword search, and this is the usual one that you see here. Have a look at these. Okay, I don't think you're going to be able to remember them. Let me take a screenshot. And then what we can do is compare them. Okay, so there's my screenshot there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this checkbox now, local search. So what you can do, you can still perform the same methods of search, depending obviously on what method or what version you have, basic, pro, advanced, and YouTube keyword tool. But what you can also do now is, if you want to perform a local search, is just check that checkbox here, local search. So I'm going to click on search, and we'll be able to see the difference. There's not a huge amount of difference, but for some reason there is a difference. And I think this is what our guys in the Facebook group were referring to as well. So I'm going to click on search. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll pull up this now, and we should be able to see the oops, what have I done? Oops, here we go. Okay, you should be able to see the difference. Now the order obviously is a little bit different. Straight away in local searches, I noticed that it says plumbers in North London. I'm actually from the UK, so that would be pretty cool. But on here, I also see Essex as well. But I also see things like Brisbane, which isn't the UK. So anyway, so have a play with this, guys. If you had issues with getting local searches, okay, Greg, yes, I'm hoping that we are going to have a video recording for this webinar, and it is going to get posted onto the SociVidz members area, and I'm going to also email our users to let them know about the recording as well. Okay, so anyway, have a play with this, guys. These are your local searches now. So if you had issues with local searches, then you can now use this checkbox here, and you can be sure that you're going to be getting local searches. At the same time, let's say, for example, you're working for a client in Australia, but you live in America, and you want to get searches that are local to your client in Australia. So what you can do, okay, we've actually got Ken making notes that okay, Ken's making notes that he works with Hide My Ass, HMA. It's a VPN proxy provider, and it's saying that they should be able to work with local. So yes, I believe you should be fine with that, because your VPN would take over your whole connection, and SociVidz would work behind that VPN. So whatever destination you have on that VPN is what kind of geographical location your searches are going to come from within YouTube. Okay, so let's say, for example, you are working for somebody in Australia and you're in America. What you can do now is, if you don't have Hide My Ass and you can't get any VPNs, then you can actually work with a proxy. So you can import a proxy now. As long as the proxy is based in Australia or whatever the geographical location is for that proxy, then you will be able to. Okay, Brian, I'm going to come to that at the end. Okay, save your questions to the end, guys, please. Right, I think a number of users are making notes about getting upgrades and they didn't get the Black Label Enterprise version. So if that is what you want, guys, then we have closed down SociVidz. If you actually go over to the SociVidz.com website, you'll see that we've closed it down while we make sure our customers, yourselves, are totally fine working with the software. But if you do want to get any of the upgrades, like the Black Label Enterprise or the Video Blog Network, then I'm happy to give you the links to yourselves. And I'll give you this towards the end of the webinar. Okay, right, Gary, the sound, you're saying that the sound keeps going on and off. Is everybody else experiencing this issue, or is the sound totally fine and clear for you guys? Sounds good, sounds good. No, the sound is fine. Seems okay. Sound is fine, fine. Okay, brilliant. So we've got one guy in there saying on and off. So I believe that's your internet connection. So I do apologize for that. But I hope that the recorded webinar will be fine. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move on. Okay, somebody's saying that the sound's dropping off. So I do apologize, guys. It's definitely your connection. And I believe it's your connection, because everybody else is saying it's totally fine. Okay, the recorded webinar should be fine as well. Okay, I'm going to continue, guys. I can't concentrate on these questions. We've got loads of questions coming through, and it's kind of overwhelming for myself. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put everything, what we spoke about in this PDF, into action. So the main aim for this webinar is that you can go ahead and go away from here knowing exactly what you need to do for your videos, knowing exactly how to put SociVidz into practice and into work for your videos, and being able to go away and get results. In our other webinars, guys, I'll show you how to create videos. I'll show you how to assess competition as well, but SociVidz is fairly massive, and I just want to make sure you understand its full potential. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'll create a project with you now as well. So I'll go with World Cup 2014. Now, I've used this example quite a lot, and the reason I use this example quite a lot is because it's a good example, and you know what, it was the World Cup as well. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first of all find out what keywords are ranking in Google and what Google is showing videos for. As you can see, I can do that. Okay, and on this you can only check 4 videos at 4 keywords at a time if you're doing them like this. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly check these, and I'm going to get rid of the ones that I don't want to go with. Okay, brilliant. So I'll check all these, and the ones that have got a red cross near them, I'm not going to be using. Now again, guys, the reason I'm not going to be using this is only because I want my videos to rank in Google as well. Okay, and what you might find is, okay, what I should have mentioned to you in the first place is YouTube is owned by Google. We already know this. Google is a search engine. YouTube isn't a search engine. But you know what? YouTube is so massive that it's the second most largest place where people go to perform searches after Google. And YouTube isn't even a search engine. So you can just think how massive that is. So when you don't see videos that Google isn't showing for on the first page of Google, because Google doesn't think that it's worthy to show a video on the first page, then that doesn't mean you can't have and that doesn't mean you still can't target that keyword to rank in YouTube. Now, it's totally fantastic, guys, to rank, because this search term here might have thousands and thousands of searches associated with it when you check on the YouTube keyword tool. In which case, make a video for it and rank it in YouTube alone. You don't need to rank it in Google. But for this example, I'm going to be showing you working with keywords just with YouTube. And I'm going to be totally honest with you why I'm doing this, guys. A few months back, I started to target keywords, and my whole aim was to rank these videos in Google. And I was trying so hard, I was building links and embeds, and, I was using our private blog network. Before we had that, I had another private blog network that was personal, not with the crowd marketing one. And you know what? My video just wouldn't get to the first page of Google. And I was like, what on earth's going on? And I was like almost giving up. And then I obviously realized, well, you know what? The video, Google just doesn't want to show that video on the first page. It doesn't feel that a video should be shown on the first page of Google. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. Now, you might see videos. Okay, right, I'm going to have to minimize these comments, guys, because we've got so many questions coming in, and I am getting a little bit distracted, and I am sorry, and I don't want you to feel that I'm being rude. I'm just trying to make sure that I be as productive as possible and give you as much information on SociVidz as possible. Okay, so anyway, the issue that I faced was I was ranking and I was targeting keywords that that Google just wouldn't show videos for, and my whole assessment was trying to target, and my whole aim was trying to rank in Google. So obviously that wasn't possible. Okay, so anyway, we're going to do this, guys. Okay, so these are the keywords that we're going with. Now let me tell you about tags. Now these tags here, I'm going to click on Get Tags, and I'm getting tags for the keyword World Cup 2014. When I click on this Get Tags one, I'm getting tags for World Cup 2014 song. As you can see, I can do it for all of these here. As you can see, these start to change. So what ones come towards the top, what keywords are the most popular, they start to change, and they start to change based on what kind of tags are being used by all of them. Obviously, something like that we don't want. Let me just go over to YouTube and show you. Okay, so I'm going to type in World Cup 2014. Okay, so what the software is doing here is when we're clicking on this Get Tags button, it's going over to YouTube, it's typing in that keyword. So in this example, it's typing the World Cup 2014. It's going to then, not the ads, but it's going to then visit the top 10 videos that are ranking for these. It's going to then get the, sorry. Right, it's going to then go ahead and it's going to get the keywords. Let me just open this up and show you where the keywords are. Here we go. Okay, and it gets the keywords for all of the 10 videos that are ranking for this keyword. So the first 10 videos that are ranking for this keyword. And it will visit every single one of them videos and get the keywords. But it doesn't only just get the keywords. It then combines all the keywords. If you can imagine having something like world, it'll have world, and it'll rank them in order of popularity. So obviously it deletes duplicates after it's done all the sorting, but it'll rank them in order of popularity. So the keywords that you see towards the top are the most popular keywords out of all of these videos. So out of here, guys, we've already done like about 6 videos. I think Get Tags, if I click Get Tags again and I click Get Tags again, so that's doing 10. Each time we're clicking that, we're doing 10 videos. So we've analyzed about 80 videos that are ranking for, World Cup 2014 and obviously all these rated keywords. And what it's done is shown us and given us all the popular tags towards the top. So after you've performed this a number of times, you can go ahead and perform it a number of times. What you'll notice is that your tags start to change towards the top. And the more you do it, the more relevant the tags are going to get. So now we've got things like World Cup, 2014 FIFA World Cup, Football World Cup. We've got FIFA World Cup competition, FIFA 2014. And if you have a look at these are very, very relevant to our main keywords. Obviously, we've got things like Shakira in there. And the reason we've got things like Shakira in there is because, we've got things like World Cup 2014 song. So obviously, if you didn't want to do that, then you don't have to get keywords and hit the Get Tags button for each one of them keywords so that you can keep it more relevant for yourself. Okay, so anyway, why tags? You might be wondering, well, all right, Nabs, why don't I just go and put down 10 tags of my own? Or, these are my keywords. I'll use my own keywords. Why do I want to use tags that are suggested by YouTube or that are being used by other videos? Well, there's a number of reasons for this. Firstly, YouTube group your videos and group our videos based on, if like clusters. If you think of it like, they base them on niches. So let's say, for example, when you're on YouTube here, let me click on this video. Okay. Okay, now I'm on this video. As you can see here, these are related videos. These are videos not by this YouTube channel. Look at this YouTube channel here. This is Hey IRJ, whatever. These are all, okay, this is Hey IRJ. Okay, it's got quite a few of Hey IRJ. It looks like it's an authority in this niche as well. But then you've got loads of other videos here as well. And if you want to end up here, right, the way you end up here is by using tags that are related to this video as well. And that's how YouTube are going to group our videos. So when we're using tags that our competitions are using, or our competition are using tags for something, and we're going to be using the same tags, then in essence we're able to steal the traffic, but we're not actually stealing it, but we're able to get shown up in related searches when our competition or our competitor videos are being shown. And this is a sniper technique that many use. I mean, I think I've mentioned it before in the past as well. You know what? I don't even like putting in my own tags. What I like doing is I like looking at my competition and nicking their tags and using identical tags as my competition, because you know what? It makes my video that much more relevant to my competitor's video, and in return YouTube's going to show our video as a related video for our audience when they're watching that competitor video, because it is so relevant to that video. And that's exactly how that works, guys, and that's exactly why tags are very important. Okay, is everybody following, guys? Yep, okay, fantastic. Okay, right, I just had a note saying that the search volume for all videos is 0. Okay, I'm going to answer that question for you now. Right, the reason the search volume for everything is 0 is because these are suggestions. We're getting suggestions here. These are people going over to YouTube, performing searches, and we're getting the best suggestions from YouTube. For search volume, then we need to use a YouTube keyword tool. So I'll click on, oh, what did I do? Did I just close it? I think I did, didn't I? Okay, let's go to World Cup 2014. We'll go to YouTube keyword tool, and I'm going to click on search. And what you'll see, give it a few moments, as you can see, the keyword tool, the search volume has now come up. Again, guys, this is with the YouTube keyword tool. The software works with the keyword tool, and it also works with YouTube Suggest as well. The Basic, Pro, Advanced are YouTube Suggest. The keyword tool is actual keyword tool. But again, the keyword tool is not always the best. I've mentioned it in other videos, I believe, in the back end, and the reason it's not the best is because look at this. We've got World Cup 2014, and we're going to have some, you know, YouTube. We don't need you. That's not a keyword, you know, that's related to our search term. And you're going to have other ones as well, you know, the voice and things like that, you know, things like that you don't want. But anyway, you're going to need sorting, but this is exactly how YouTube themselves give us these keywords. So anyway, I've messed up on my keywords, haven't I? I've just lost them all. Let's just go over here again. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just click, because what happens is every time we actually go over to search one of these keywords in Google, and to find out if Google is actually showing a video on the first page of Google, then we have to make a query for each one of these. So we go over to Google, type in World Cup 2014. Let me show you. Let me go over to Google on here. Okay, and on here I'm going to type in World Cup 2014. Okay, so to find out if Google shows a video on the first page of Google, we've got to go over to Google, type in World Cup 2014. Don't get fooled by this, guys, because you've got a thumbnail. This is news. This is not a video. Okay, and then as you can see, there's no video on the first page of Google, and the software's going to turn around and say cross. You know what? There's no video on the first page of Google. And we have to do this for every single one. So what the software does, it doesn't allow you to perform more than 4 at a time. That's just to save you from getting any issues with Google. So I'm going to put 5 in there. I'm going to click on that, and it says, you know what, you can't do more than 4 at a time. So I'm going to go OK. So I'm going to deselect one, and I'm going to click on check for page 1, and it's going to go ahead and it's going to get the details. And then the final 2 I can just do manually like that, because you can always get the checkbox there as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these over. I know I messed up because I should have saved these over earlier on, guys. So I do apologize. Let's get some tags in here as well. Quickly get some tags. Okay, and we're going to save this over now. Bang, save. World Cup 2014. Okay, I'm going to delete that. One thing that you don't want to do, guys, is have the same file named after the same, is not have unique project names. And the reason behind that is because when you come to import it inside of the campaigns, you're going to have issues. So I'm going to delete that there. And I know this is the one that we had. Brilliant stuff. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to campaigns. What we're going to do in campaigns, guys, I hope this video hasn't dragged on a lot, but what we're going to do now, let me just open this up. Okay, this is saying, is this checking Google USA only? No, this is checking our Google location. So this is checking google.co.uk. That's a very good point that you mentioned there. Have a proxy in there. I don't know if this proxy actually checks on google.com or not. What we can do for you guys is we can actually add a selection in here, so you can go and put in google.co.uk in the selection. I don't know if you have our keyword research tool. We have a keyword tool called HQ Suggest, and with HQ Suggest you have a drop down and you can choose the Google location of your choice, and it will actually go and check that Google location. But one thing that I must know, it would actually be pretty cool to find out if Google, you know what, if Google is showing World Cup 2014 in google.com, if it is showing a video, and in the UK if it's not, and then you know, okay, I'm going to have to close this chat box again. Okay, so anyway, we've got this done, guys. So now what I'm going to do is go over to campaigns. Campaigns is where all the magic happens. Campaigns is where we get the opportunity to add the tags that we want to add. It's where we get the opportunity to optimize our titles and really build up them interlinking methods that I spoke about on here. Okay, so I'll create another one. I'll create a new campaign. The first thing I'm going to do with this campaign, I'm not going to show you how to optimize a campaign properly and how to perform video research, because guys, you've seen this on them videos. I've got about 10 videos taking you through this. Instead, I'm going to show you some best practices, and I'm going to show you how I would set it up myself. So I'm going to go to import project, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import all of these keywords, and I'm going to import all of these ones here that are all shown on the first page of Google, and I'm going to import all these tags as well, and I'm going to click on save. And what's happened now, these have all been entered into my master keyword area. Now let's remember what these are, guys. We don't want to forget what these are. Now you can use master keywords for anything, yeah, so you can add in a bunch of keywords even if they're not showing on the first page of Google or whatever you want. Just remember, I'm showing you how I'm going to do it on here. You don't have to do it the same way as me. Okay, and that's the cool thing about SociVidz. You can scale it as much as you want. You can change it to however you want to change it as well. And I know many of you guys are very knowledgeable in video marketing. I know many of you guys, you know exactly what you're doing, in which case you can, you can tailor it and you can change it to however you want to do it. But I'm just going to show you how to do it here myself, just to give you a better understanding. So anyway, let's remember what these are. These are keywords that we've imported from the keyword project tool. And these are keywords that we've already checked, and we already know that Google is showing a video on the first page of Google. So these are keywords that we want to target and we want to rank videos for as well. It's going to give us the opportunity to rank in Google as well as YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to mess around with that, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to type in master keyword. So what's going to happen now is every time the software uploads a video to YouTube, it's going to replace this shortcode master keyword with one of these here. So one time it's going to upload a video and it's going to call it World Cup 2014 song, World Cup 2014 highlights, World Cup 2014 closing ceremony, and whatnot you. So there you go. That's it. That's done. I'm happy. That's exactly what I want in my title. I can go ahead if I wanted to as well and maybe add like video or, add some other keywords in there as well, make it a little bit unique. Again, that's up to you guys. You go ahead, do it exactly how you want. The main thing is by using this master keyword shortcode here, that's going to be replaced with our main keyword, which is exactly what we want. I could have turned around and added these in spin syntax if I wanted to as well. If you know what spin syntax is, guys, I could have added it in like this, add a pipeline, and then add another spin syntax, and you can continue to go on. That's entirely up to you as well. But why waste and why mess around when you know exactly what's happening and you know you can get exactly the same effect with using shortcodes? Now, if you're not entirely sure what a shortcode is, then think of a shortcode as a variable, something that can always change, and it changes based on what we input here or what gets inputted when you posted a video site. So I'll give you an example. So with the video description, I'm going to be showing you how to perform this. Okay, so this was method 1. This is how you scale it. So you've got multiple helper videos. This is exactly the same thing. Okay, so we want our helper videos to link back to our main video. Okay, so let's assume, right, guys, are you all following me at the moment? Right, yes, I'm hoping there is going to be a replay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I didn't. Okay, let me just quickly tell you why. Okay, somebody's made a note that I didn't tell you why my video wouldn't be shown on the first page of Google. Well, you know what? Google wasn't showing a video on the first page of Google. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the competition analysis script in a moment, and we'll actually have a look at the term World Cup 2014. World Cup 2014 is a term that Google doesn't show on the first page. It doesn't show any videos for. And when we actually have a look at them videos, you'll see hundreds of links. You'll see hundreds of likes, and you'll see hundreds of Facebook comments as well. Now, they should be worthy for page one ranking, but you know what? Google excludes videos for that term. Now, again, like I said to you, it isn't impossible to get your video on the first page of Google for terms that it doesn't show videos for. But you know what? Why put in that much effort? You know, why? You know, I don't understand it. I put in a lot of effort and I was jarred, you know, I didn't like it. And I'm just trying to give you the best solution, the easiest method that you can use. Okay, so here we go. The chat box is closed again, guys. So I'm going to be coming back to the chat box later on. Okay, so shortcodes. Shortcodes are variables. To get shortcodes, you need to right click. When you right click, you'll be able to see what shortcodes can be used. In different areas, different shortcodes can be used. Okay, so we know now that our videos are going to be posted to YouTube with a replacement of whatever's in the master keyword. You don't have to use this, but this is what I'm using. Now let's do the video description. Okay, so I will do something like, again, you can do your own description. I don't have any description written down, so I'm going to quickly make something up. But a better description would be good as well. Use spin syntax. I'm not going to be using spin syntax here. I believe that you guys already know what spin syntax is, and I don't want to spend time and waste any time, you know, discussing these kind of small things with you when you more than likely already know. Okay, so video description. I could write something like, this video is about, and then I could do something to make it unique, tag, and tag. Okay, so what this would mean, obviously I would put spin syntax as well, so I'd put something like this video, or the video that you are watching now is about tag and tag. And tag, what tag is? Tags obviously is a shortcode, and this will be replaced with whatever you have in your tags. So one of these tags will be replaced with one of these tags here. And so this would mostly turn around and be, this video is about World Cup and 2014 FIFA World Cup. And on another video it might be, this video is about I don't know, something else here, like World Cup and Messi. Messi's a football player. So this is where variables come in. Variables really help you make everything unique. And of course, your spin syntax, where you don't have your variables, is where you're going to get your other content unique. So you'd continue then, and you'd go ahead and you can add some details about the video as well. The title of this video is, and you can add a title shortcode. Obviously, you're not going to be writing something like the title of this video is. You could write something about, you could write something like, you know, and the whole video is about, and then you could have the title shortcode. And what the title shortcode is as well, again, this is a variable, and this will be replaced with whatever video title was used on this video. So let's say, for example, the software is now going over to YouTube, and it's going to replace this master keyword with World Cup 2014 song. So because this video title is going to be World Cup 2014 song, this title here will be replaced with the exact same title used for that video. I hope that makes sense. And you can also use the title tag here. So when you're introducing the video on your social sites, then you can also have the title tags there as well. So anyway, you'd go on and you can turn around, and if you wanted to add some master keywords here as well, you can add some master keywords here as well, just to give yourself a bit of keyword diversity. And if you wanted to go ahead and add some tags on here as well, you add some tags. And I would certainly suggest, you know what, add some more descriptions in here, something like, you know, and in this video, the length of this video is whatever, or whatever you can to add some description. Have a look at other videos, have a look at their descriptions, see what you can take away from that, and then see what you can apply to your own videos as well. That's the idea about this, guys. It's all about reverse engineering. It's all about seeing what your competition's doing. It's all about seeing what's already ranking. And by looking at things that are already ranking, you know it's working now. At this very precise moment, you go over to YouTube or you go over to Google and you have a look at what's ranking. By reverse analyzing or by looking at that video and trying to figure out what is getting it to rank, you know you are looking at a video, and if you do figure it out, you know you're looking at something that is already being rewarded by a page 1 ranking. And that's exactly what reverse engineering is. So have a look at other descriptions, go out there, have a look at them, see what they're doing and do the same. And what you'll realize is, you know what, videos are linking back to videos internally. You'll find video channels linking back to video. Look, so for example, look, this is a related video, this is my channel, and this, for example, and this is the World Cup site, or this is FIFA site. And what you'd have here, this is where your video link will come in. So you've got www.myoutubevideo.com, and then here you can have your channel link if you want to put your channel link in there. You don't have to if you want to, and again, if you want to put some external links in there as well, you might have a link to FIFA.com. Now you might be thinking, well, you know what, why have external links, why link out to FIFA.com? Then again, guys, this is something that I discuss on other video tutorials that I've put out for our other users of our SociVidz product or other products of ours, and it tells you how all of internal links, external links, links coming to you, all of it sends signals to Google, and all of it helps, and all of it, if used properly and wisely, can be used to benefit your own rankings. Ranking out to FIFA is brilliant. You know, it's an authority site and you'll get credited for that as well. Whether you should do it from your YouTube description or not, that's entirely up to you. Maybe you don't want to. Okay, but what happens here now? And let's remove these. Let's remove the channel and that. This is the main thing here. So what happens now, guys? If we save this over, let's say I've got my social description here now as well. Okay, what happens now is and let's say I've added 7 videos in here. Okay, so I've added 7 videos and I've added that in there. Every time the software is going to go and upload a video to YouTube, then obviously if it's got spin syntax, it's going to change everything randomly. It's going to change everything there. But every single video is going to link to our main video. Have a look at this here. Every single helper video is going to link to our main video, and that's exactly what's happening here. Okay, and this is exactly the effect that I've been speaking about here. Once we've done that, guys, you can go and have 7 videos. You're uploading the 7. Let's just save this over. Okay, I've actually saved that over now, and now I'm going to go over to all. I'm going to go and post and upload them videos to video sites, and I'm going to go and get them video links and embeds as well. So basically, I'm uploading the video to YouTube, exactly like here. I'm uploading that video to YouTube, and then I'm going ahead and getting the video links and embeds from social sites. But from that video, it's linking back to my main video. So everything is happening exactly like I've showed you here. Okay, and then obviously once you work with a YouTube syndication system, then you're going to be able to get YouTube links, and you're going to be able to get comments and likes as well. And hopefully with our update that's going to come, we'll be able to get Facebook likes and shares as well. And if you use the private blog network, then you'd be able to get your private blog links and that on there as well. Okay, so that was the one method. Does everybody understand that? And do you follow? Do you guys follow exactly how that happens? Yes? Okay, fantastic. Brilliant stuff. I was really scared that I wouldn't be able to explain that properly, but that's really great that you guys can understand it. Okay, so I've already got some questions coming in from John. John's asking, okay, slide 4 requires 2 campaigns. Give me 2 moments. Okay, this is slide 4. I've just had a okay, Scott, yes, you know what? The software does produce reports. It tells you where your links are. It tells you where your videos have been embedded. It gives you a link from MySpace, Google, Twitter. You got all them there. Everything's in the video tutorial. So please, if you haven't watched the video tutorials, then try your best to watch them, guys, because it shows you where you can get reports from, and it shows you absolutely everything, you know, but it doesn't show you these techniques. So let me focus on these techniques. Okay, somebody just asked, do we put our helper videos on the same channel on YouTube? Let me answer this now quickly then. Okay, I've got my main video, guys, right? If you have a look at my main video, say for example on YouTube, say for example this was my channel, in my actual YouTube account, then no, you know what? I'm uploading videos to a different YouTube account that link back to my main video. But again, that's entirely up to you. Are proxies required? Somebody's asking. It depends, Paul, how many accounts and how many sites you're going to work for and how many sites you're going to be working with. But take away this. If there's one thing that you can take away from me today, then understand this. I live in a house. In my house, I've got 5 computers. Let's say, for example, I've got 2 sisters and I've got my wife and I've got 1 child. There's 5 of us. All of us use Facebook. We all have our Facebook accounts. Now, does that mean in order for all of us to work with Facebook, we all need proxies or we all need a unique IP? No, it's only natural for a household to work with multiple Facebook accounts, to work with multiple YouTube accounts, to work with multiple social accounts, because it's the nature of the internet and it's the nature of social accounts. I mean, I'm sure if I asked you and whoever has family and friends here as well and brothers and sisters, that, you know, if you all live together, that, you know what, how many of you guys have a Facebook account? And maybe you've got like 6 people in your household and all 6 of you have a Facebook account or all 6 of you have a YouTube account, and what's the problem with that? You know, there's no problem. The problem lies when you start getting sloppy, when you don't look after your accounts, and you start using them for blatant promotion. Now, this is what you need to take away from this, guys. When you are working with the YouTube syndication system, you're playing an active role on YouTube. You're liking, you're subscribing, you're commenting. It looks good. You're viewing videos. It looks good. It doesn't look like you're just coming over to YouTube and you're blasting your videos on there and you're off you go. No, that's not what's happening here, but that's if you have the right setup. Okay, fantastic, Paul. You've totally understood it. Okay, you're thinking of how this compares with SE Nuke and Google search engine, I don't know, GSA, whatever that is. It's totally different. You know, this is based on videos. Okay, this does the video creations. I'm going to be speaking about the video creation in a whole different video, in a whole different webinar. This does the keyword research. It finds out if the videos are ranking and Google allowed you to rank them. It'll go and get you the uploads and it'll get you the social links and the social embeds. And if that wasn't enough, obviously you've got the crowd marketing here with the YouTube syndication, which no one else can do. But if that wasn't enough, then just have a look at these methods of interlinking and the design that went into this when we actually went out to actually code this and develop it. And I promise you guys, you follow this guide. Again, you don't have to memorize this, but if you follow the way that I set up this campaign here, then you're going to get exactly the same process and you're going to get exactly the same effect as I've mentioned on this document. Whether SE Nuke can do it, you know what, I don't know. But what I do know is that I've developed this and, well, I designed it, and with my developers, we were able to put this together. Okay, so fantastic. This is one method, guys. Let me just quickly run over to the next method before I continue with all of these questions, because there's loads of questions coming in. So I'm going to have to minimize this again, guys, just so that I don't get carried away. Okay, so let's go over to campaigns. Now, what I'll do I'll actually continue with the same campaign. In this campaign, I just showed you how every single video, every single helper video that we upload to YouTube is going to be linking back internally from the description to our main video. And we do that by directly entering our YouTube video URL into the description. It's like a stamp. We've stamped it in that description. So every video that gets uploaded is going to have that video. It's going to be linking back to that. Okay, and obviously everything else is variables and spin syntax, so we get the uniqueness. But now let's say, for example, you want to go ahead and you want to do this. Where's that other one gone? Yep, this one here. So now you've got your main video and you only want to have one video linked back to the main video and then your other video linked back to the other video, and therefore it's kind of like a link wheel, yeah? So the way we do this is we would use a shortcode called video link. Now what this does, let's say for example you've added 5 videos in here or 7 videos in here. The software will automatically track the history. Okay, you've got a reset history button here as well. You don't really want to use this unless you want to post the same videos again to YouTube, which really you don't want to be doing unless you've deleted them, because you don't want the same duplicate videos being posted, and that's why the system tracks the video history. So you can have 5 videos in here, okay? And if you have 5 videos in here, and let's say for example, I'm going to save this over, and I've gone in here and I've told the software now, you know what, make 5 posts per campaign. What is a post? Well, it depends on what we pick here. Is a post only uploading videos to the video sites? It is if you check this one here. Is a post only getting social media links and embeds? It is if you check that there. But if you do this one here, then one post is taking one of your videos that you have here, uploading it to YouTube and whatever other social sites you have in your group. Obviously your campaigns are assigned to your group. And then it's getting them social media links and social media embeds. And inside of this campaign, because we've told it to link back to a video link. So what the software is going to, and we're telling it here to do 5 posts. So what the software is going to do is going to work based off the history. So it's going to be linking back, the second video will link back to the first video, the third video will link back to the second video, and the fourth one to the third. But what about the first one? So the very first one, guys, this is where, if you are using this, the very first video that will get posted, then this doesn't have nothing to link back to because there's no history. So what you do, you have this checkbox here. So you have this area here where you can click select linking video from camp. And this is only used for the very first video. And as you can see from here, you've got your history. Okay, so it depends on what ones you've got. As you can see, I've got a number of groups here. And you can actually choose what video you should be linking back to as the first one. So the first video that gets uploaded, where do you want this link back to? This is all set by the software because it's doing it all at the one time, so it's going to be able to do that. But what about that first video? So that first video, I don't really use the history. Instead what you do, you'd add your YouTube URL here, which would be the main video URL, and that's it. And that software will then make sure that the first video gets linked back to your main video and all the other helper videos link down together to form that authority and stack that authority for your main video. Okay, so this is the second method, guys. Everything is done through campaigns. This is the main thing that you need to look at, guys. You know, posting your videos is simple. It's straightforward. You click the button and you let it go and post it. You know, but to get the effect, to get this effect, to make sure that you're stacking authority, to make sure that you're giving your videos the best chance of going viral or getting ranked in the search engines, then it's very, very important that, you know what, you don't just put your videos out there. So you don't just stick a video out there like this. You know, stick a video on YouTube and get it social links and embeds. Well, you know what, that's good. You know, a lot of people just stick a video on YouTube and they don't even get it social links and embeds. But a lot of people are now, because it's very easy to get social links and social embeds. You know, you can stick a video on YouTube, you can have your YouTube channel, I don't know, linked in with if this then that, and every time you post a video on YouTube, it's automatically getting syndicated to a number of social sites. So that isn't really taking it the step further that you need to be taking it. With SociVidz, you really can get this, guys. And this is exactly what the software does. You get the engagement, which I know the majority of you guys are loving the likes and comments and subscribers, which is brilliant. And don't go overboard though. You know, you need to combine this with the social links and embeds, with the internal social links. If you've got the private blog network, with the private blog networks as well. Don't go overboard with the social media syndication system. I know we all love it. I love it. You know, this is something that other tools don't have. I understand why we all want to get the comments and likes and views, because you know what, it's something that we have to normally go out there and pay for, or it's something that we have to normally go out there and you know, outsource and get others to do it. So now that we have it, let's not go overboard. We don't want things to look unnatural. We want things to look even more natural. And the way they look even more natural is when you combine everything together. You know, it's not about paying lots of focus on one area and less focus on the other areas. No, build it up all together, build it up with balance, build it up, and I promise you, you know, you're going to get some super hot results, and you're going to love it. And it does, the software makes it super simple to use. Now, I know it's a little bit overwhelming when you come to learn the software, and that's because you've got so many tabs and you've got so many modules, and you're like, oh, where do I start? Do I start with the posting script, or do I start by getting my YouTube videos, links and embeds? Well, you know what, take it slowly, guys. This is for you. It's going to continue with you. Yes, we are going to have other updates coming in as well, and for you to keep up with the updates, then you will need to you will need to take out some time to, you know, to get to know this software. So do take out the time to get to know the software. Once you do get to know the software, guys, I promise you it's only going to get better, it's only going to get stronger, and it's going to be real cool. So anyway, let me just show you, coming back over to YouTube. So, coming back over to the competition analysis script. Somebody asked me, well, you know what, why didn't my video rank on the first page of Google? Well, I tried so much. You know, I was giving it links from private blog networks, I was giving it links from all over the place, and social links and embeds and engagement and whatnot. Well, look, this is a video. World Cup 2014 is a keyword that YouTube just doesn't show videos for. Okay, and if you see a green tick here, then that means the video showing on the first page of Google. Okay, all of these are red crosses here. Now, have a look at these links in that here. Okay, this one hasn't got no links on here, but it's got loads of embeds. And have a look at this one here. This one's got 11,841 links. It's got something like 172,000 or maybe even more. 17, I don't know how many likes it's got there, how many Twitter retweets it's got there, and LinkedIn plus ones. It's only been up for 3 months, and it's got thousands of views on there. Yeah, we can actually have a look at this even more. And we can have a look at the channel rank and the channel authority. With the channel authority, it's been up for 5 years, and it's got thousands of subscribers. So no wonder it's got lots of views. You've got a lot of subscribers, you put out a new video, your subscribers are going to get notified, and you're up there. So that's brilliant. But look at this, guys. If a video should be shown on the first page of Google, then this one here, okay, this one maybe hasn't been fully optimized with World Cup 2014. Let's look for a better example. Here we go. World Cup Foot 2014. That's nicely optimized. That's got 3,822 links. You know, the trust flow on it is 25. The citation flow, I don't want to get into this too much. The citation flow is good as well. The trust flow is good in comparison. Obviously, you know, the citation flow is the number of links that are being cited around the internet. The trust flow is how trustworthy them links are. So really, you're looking for a higher trust flow. But you know what? The citation flow is totally cool with the trust flow. Trust flow of 25 is fantastic, and that's going to work brilliant. So if anything, this should be ranking on the first page of Google. But you know what? If this can't rank on the first page of Google, and it looks like it's been optimized for this keyword, then are you really going to spend the time to try and rank your video on the first page of Google for this keyword? And you can see how many likes it's got. You can see the social exposure it's got. You can see the links it's got. You can see the amount of views it's got. You can even see, okay, this has only been up for 2 months and 23 days, but then you can also see the kind of authority the actual channel's got itself as well. So this is why I'm saying, you know what, you can go out there and you can target keywords that aren't showing on the first page of Google. But if your aim is to get ranked on the first page of Google, then don't target keywords really that don't show up for Google, because you're going to find it very hard and difficult, and it's much more time, it's going to be much more effective for you to spend your time on other things, on other videos that do rank in Google. Okay guys, so I believe this is the end of the video now, or the end of the webinar, sorry. We've gone over the YouTube syndication features. Fantastic, David. David's saying it's deep information. David, it is deep information, but one thing that everyone can take away from this is, you know what, you don't need to memorize this. You don't need to know this. Everything is done through SociVidz, and we've made all of this complex areas here something I've never seen anyone speak about. You know, we released this as a PDF guide, a very basic PDF guide that we actually released this on, and we actually gave it to a number of our partners, and our partners loved it, and they also made notes that, you know what, they would love to actually pay for something like this. But you know what, if I mention this and if I teach you how to do this without giving you an automated solution, you're going to walk away from here and thinking, well, you know what, that's great information, Abs, but it's going to take me hours upon end, and I'm off, mate, you know, laters. But the truth is yes, you know what, it's taken me maybe about an hour to explain this, but you can put all of this, create a campaign inside of SociVidz, and get everything set up within minutes. Honestly, within minutes, guys. So even though it's taken me long to do and long to explain, you can do it with SociVidz, and it's not going to take you long at all. Okay. Okay, will this work with local? Okay, so I'm going to start answering some questions now, guys. I think we're done here. So if you have any questions, I'm going to open this chat box and put this towards, I'm going to maximize it. So if you want to leave, guys, you can leave. It's totally fine. The webinar's over. I'm going to be continuing with some questions. I know we have a number of users that really have loads of questions, and they want to put SociVidz to its best use. So if you have any questions, you can add them in here. Okay, so let's take a look. So one question here is, will this work good for local clients and local competition? Because the keywords because the search volume is much less and the competition is much less as well. Again, remember, if you want to rank in Google, then check the keyword first. If Google is already showing a video for that keyword, then you are sure that no matter how much effort you put in this, at the end of the day, you're going to be able to get there, because Google is already showing a video for that. Now, when it does come to local searches, guys, then you know what? I don't honestly feel you're going to need anything. You're going to do anything more than, oh, I can't even see my own screen now. Okay, you're going to need to do anything more than do a kind of, you know, like I mentioned here, use helper videos to rank your videos. If you do find that, you know what, your competition is a bit harder, then this is where obviously the video private blog network comes into it. Okay. Okay, Ed's saying that I don't have the competition analysis tool on mine. Ed, the reason you don't have the competition analysis tool is more than likely because you don't have the SociVidz Black Label Enterprise Edition. Now, the SociVidz Black Label Enterprise Edition, it was an upgrade to the main edition. Now, let me show you the differences here. The first difference is the SociVidz Black Label Enterprise Edition. Obviously, it says it towards the top, so that's how you'd know if you're on it. But the first difference is it allows you to work with it on 15 computers. So if you have assistants, if you have virtual assistants, or if you have any employees, if you have computers at work, you have computers at home, or you have your laptop in your room or whatever, then you can add it and install it on multiple computers. The second difference is if you have a look at the poster script, I'll actually click on groups. And inside of groups, the software works with, I don't know if you can see these here, but the software works with 5 video sites. You've got Dailymotion, YouTube, Vimeo, TwitPic. We're looking to add the Flickr updating or uploading video features on this as well. And we're also looking for new video sites. So if you do know of any video sites, you can send us them as well. Okay, social sites with the Black Label Enterprise Edition. Again, this works with 3 times or 4 times as many more social sites. It works with 15 in total. Okay, and the other difference obviously is you've got the competition analysis module here as well. Okay, so Daniel, can you hear my audio? I see no one can. I see Daniel's having a can you hear, can everybody hear me? I've got a note from Daniel saying that he can't hear me. Yes, okay, brilliant. Okay, we've got some yeses, now it's coming back. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let me go over these questions, guys. I do apologize, I'm going to try my best to get to your questions. Right, so if I do go quiet for a second, guys, it's because I'm reading the questions. Okay, we've got Bridge making a note that World Cup 2014 song is showing up on the first page of Google in Google Canada. World Cup 2014 song we already knew was showing up on the first page of Google. It was World Cup 2014 that doesn't show up on the first page of Google. Okay, how can I import keywords from HQ Suggest? Just get your keywords from HQ Suggest, go to the poster tab, open up your campaign, like here, open up your campaign, and you just post and you just enter them in here, or you can add them in. You can add them in the tags area, you can add them in the keywords area, or your master keywords area. Any keywords, that is, guys. Any tool that you use, any external tool that you use to get keywords, you can just copy and paste them inside of here. It's totally simple. Yes, we're going to try our best to get a replay. Okay, I'm going to go down these questions still. Okay, can you show me how to set up your main structure from the helper video to your main video? Okay, this is very simple. I actually showed this in the campaigns. So I've got this example campaign here. It depends what you're looking to do. If you're looking to get this effect here, whereby it's kind of like a link wheel, so in which case you'd be using a shortcode. Sorry about that, guys. You'd be using a shortcode, video link shortcode, and this will make sure that the software tracks the history and it links back to the other videos. In essence, kind of like creating a link wheel. But if you want to have this video, if you want to have this effect here, where every single helper video is linking back from the description to your main video, then you, like I mentioned, you remove this here and you directly add your URL to the YouTube video inside of here, and every single video will get linked back to that YouTube video. Okay, let's continue with these questions again. Okay, we've still got hundreds of people online, so it looks like a number of you guys are looking for your questions to get answered. So I intend to answer them, guys. I do apologize if it takes a little bit of time. Aha, okay, Gary's made a good comment here. He's saying, what if your video content don't sync with the random master keyword? It can be misleading. Okay, so Gary, remember, when you work with, right, let me minimize this. Okay, just remember, when you work with campaigns, then you can name campaigns after everything you want. Now, when I'm talking about helper videos, okay, there's a few things that we need to understand here. Our main video is a video that's going to convert. Our main video is a video that we can send traffic to, knowing that 1 or 2 visitors, or however many videos, out of them users that are watching it, our video's got a call to action in it. It's got something in there to tell our users that we want you to perform this task or that task, or you know what, our video is making users aware about a service that we're promoting, maybe an affiliate product that we're promoting, maybe an Amazon review product that we're doing. Whatever it is, our main video is the video that we're looking to convert. Now, the videos that you're going to make through SociVidz, sorry. Now, if you're making, say, 7 or 8 more helper videos to get your main video up there, then what, are you going to go out there and make every single video convert? If you can, fantastic. It's going to take you some time though. So be aware of that. It's going to take you some time to go and create them kind of videos that are going to convert. If, however, you're going to be using this in the way that I mentioned, and you're going to be using these helper videos, you're going to put respectable helper videos out there. And SociVidz will allow you to make respectable helper videos. But the main aim for these videos is to rank our main video. So really, we're sending out these videos to get more engaged. Sorry, we're sending out these videos to get, or to send YouTube and to send Google the right kind of signals that are going to help our main video rank. And when our main video does rank, then that's what's going to be converting, guys. So yeah, that's entirely up to you. How? Okay, sorry, I totally forgot. I missed the point here, didn't I? Okay, so when you do add your videos to your campaigns here, then again, if you are wanting to make sure that your video tags and titles and everything is going to match one video, then you know what? Just enter one video in here. Again, you know, you can use SociVidz exactly how you want to use it. You don't have to use it to go and get multiple links and link wheels and build, you know, something really complex, but it will help. And you can make it as easy, as simple as possible. So if you want to go away and you want to get a video upload and you want to go and get it social media links and embeds, well, you know what? Add the one video in here, add your title the way that you want your title to be added, add your keywords and your descriptions the way that you want your video descriptions and keywords to added. And then when you do go ahead and click all and post and upload, then it's going to make sure that it's going to marry your titles and your description and keywords with the one video, and it's going to go and get them social links and embeds. So you're still getting that very, very good time-saving automation from the tool as well. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, does the main video also link to itself? Well, that's up to you. You can. Some people like linking their own videos to itself. There's no harm in doing that. You can do. You know, there might be a good reason for that. You know, there might be somebody who's going around and they're scraping videos. You know, you might have seen these automation WordPress plugins that come along, and you know what, they'll go and scrape videos. And if you've left the description and you've left a link in your description, well, you know what, if that video goes on their website, then it's got your link in there as well. So you can do that. It's up to you. But it doesn't really matter. For my main video, I'd be putting a link to my website. You know, I'll be putting a link to my product that I'm trying to promote and I'm trying to sell. I don't want to put a link back to my main video, but you know what, some people do, and you can do. It's entirely up to you. Okay, John is saying, shouldn't the video start with a link in the description? John, you can, you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. Again, just remember what I'm trying to explain here. I'm trying to show you a method that we're going to be using videos to rank our main video. And however you set up these videos, it really doesn't matter, as long as they're related keywords, as long as you've got them links going back to your main video, which is giving the YouTube internal links, then it really doesn't matter whereabouts you place that link. But for click-through rates, if that's what you're referring to, so how many users are going to actually click that link, then yes, you know what, having it towards the start of the video is going to make your link much more visible and much more easier for users to click on, and it would increase your click-through rate as well. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, does it produce a report? Yes, Scott, it does produce a report. I'll show you how to get the report as well. Quickly show you. So I've got groups in here. I've got my main group here. I don't want to show you none of my passwords. All right, what can I do? Sorry about this, guys. I totally forgot about this. Okay, I've actually got something on my desktop. What I can do, I think I can pause my screen. Okay, and I can show my screen again. And you should be able to see my screen. Yes, fantastic. Right, can everybody see a spreadsheet in front of me? Hello. Yep. Okay. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So this here is a spreadsheet, and it will list down your URLs and your accounts, and you can actually maximize them here as well. So the URLs, and you can actually see the date and time they was posted on as well. So I'm not going to actually show you the report here as well, but guys, again, trust me, go ahead, play with the software, start uploading. This is the only way that you're going to learn it. Go ahead, start uploading, make some mistakes. You know, if you make a mistake, don't be scared. You can quickly log into YouTube, you can delete anything you like. Don't be scared working with this, guys. It's only automation. The only thing that it's doing exactly what I've mentioned here, but it's doing it automated, saving us time. And I promise you, I mean, if you guys have been with us since SociVidz, we released SociVidz last year. Even SociVidz was in beta for about 8 months as well. And you know what? I've still got accounts. I've still got my Twitter accounts and I don't know what other accounts that are still working, that are still posting today after over, like, you know, a year and a half ago. And the reason behind it is because our coding is solid. We work with sessions, we work with cookies, we keep sessions, we try and make sure that we don't have to log in over and over again, and we work with user agents, and there's so many more things that we work with, which I don't want to, you know, mention on here, because you don't need to worry about it. We've done it, we've worried about it, and we've taken care of it. Okay, a PDF on the strategy for helper videos. Okay, if you didn't get a PDF on the strategy that we sent out, I actually created a pre-launch report. It was a report that I sent to our users before releasing SociVidz, and it basically outlines in a roundabout way how to get this technique using helper videos, and it tells you the importance of using tags. It tells you how to do some good optimization, and it takes you through a number of areas as well. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be emailing you the link for that tomorrow, and I'll make sure that gets to you guys. Okay, channels. Let's have a look what this is. Okay, I'm not sure what this question is. Okay, if I do miss out your question, guys, then I'm going to miss it out because I don't fully understand it. And if you feel that I have missed out your question, then it's not, I'm not purposely, you know, ignoring it. It's just because I haven't understood it. And if you want me to go over the question, then please, you know, send it into support, and I promise you I'll be happy to answer your question. Okay, we've got Paul saying SociVidz and SociSind is the mothership. Well, you know what? SociSind works off crowd marketing as well. So, you know, we've got like thousands of Facebook users on there. We've got thousands of Blogger users on there. And all of these users together using ISP level IPs, it's been working brilliant for you know, over a year, and it continues to work great as well. Okay, on the video in the description, Dave's asking this question: do you add the embed URL or the normal URL? You'll add the normal URL. So if I go over to here, and this is the URL here that you see in the browser, that's the URL that you want to add. You don't want to add this link here where you're going to be embedding. You want to add the actual video URL. Okay. Okay, Valerie saying, shouldn't you put the video URL in the description so that when someone embeds, the link is also there? We're already putting the video URL in the description if you are working based on these techniques here. Again, you don't have to put a video URL in the description if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you. But the technique that I've shown you here is a technique that we will be using helper videos to rank our main videos, in which case we get internal links from YouTube, which are going to be the URLs in the video description. Okay, how long should you wait before you do helper videos for your main videos? Well, just remember, if you've got a video and you've only got 4 views on it, and then you go out there and you make 7 helper videos, and that video still only got 4 views, then I don't think you got the justification there. You can't justify going out there and getting so many links for your videos without having the views. So what I would say is go out there, get your main videos, get some good views for them videos. When I say good views, at least start off with 100 views. You know, we want 100 views. Once you get them 100 views, or even if you only get 50 views, or even if you only get a little bit less, you can start off with the helper videos. But yeah, once you start getting them views. The more views that you've got, then the more work that you can do to them videos. So yeah, you know, I would say get a few views and then start to create your helper videos. But just remember, YouTube engagement itself is very important, and this is why the YouTube syndication feature is inside of SociVidz. Thank you very much, Elvin. Okay, is there a reference for spin syntax? Right, I believe we've got a reference inside of the manual. If we don't have a reference inside of the manual, send us over an email and we'll send you out a full reference showing you exactly how to write spin syntax yourself, how to write nested spin syntax if you want to write nested spin syntax, and how to use automated solutions such as Spin Rewriter, the best spinner, so that you can do it automated. Okay, please leave a link for upgrades. Okay, so now I'm going to be leaving you guys a link for an upgrade. Let me just go over to the pages. Please do not share these links, guys. And the reason I'm asking you not to share these links, let me see, is because SociVidz is no longer available for sale. So this is the link to the Video Private Blog Network. If you're stuck, guys, and you're not sure what to go with, you got a $1 7-day trial. Obviously, if paying annually, it works out to be the cheapest because it works out to be $11 a month if you're paying annually, whereas monthly works out to be more. Okay, so here comes the link for the Video Private Blog Network. Send to all. I hope you can see that. If you see that, guys, can you just put a yes in the chat box? Just let me know that you see it. I've just sent you guys. Okay, brilliant. Okay, now I'm going to send you a link for the Black Label Enterprise. Okay, and this is a link for the Black Label Enterprise, guys. Okay. Okay. I hope you can see that as well, guys. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so that's Black Label Enterprise. Again, guys, you don't need the Black Label Enterprise, but if you do get the Black Label Enterprise, it means you get more power. You can get more social links. You get more methods of keyword research, and obviously you can work with it on more computers, and you get the competition analysis as well. Okay, okay, so these are the upgrade pages, guys. Please don't share them. I'm going to go over some more questions. Okay, Digi is making a note that the software uses image magic and it's not being recognized on your computer even after being installed. What I'm going to do is leave you a link. We actually had a number of users having this issue. We've got a support help desk. And we've got a real cool article on here that our team has put together, our techs. And the main issue normally with Image Magic is that you're installing it and you need to exit out of the software and then re-enter the software again. So here's the link. Okay, brilliant. Okay, do we set up the social sites? Yes, yes, you do. You need to create the social sites and you need to add the social sites to the system. And the way you add these social sites to the system is very simple. And you need to go over to groups. And when you go over to groups in the social site area, you click on add and then you can add your social sites in here. Okay, I don't want to show you my own social sites, guys, because then I'm going to reveal all my passwords and everything. So I do apologize. Let's take a look at some more questions. Okay, you missed, Jim, if you missed the beginning of the webinar, we're going to have the webinar up in the members area, and I'm going to be sending out an email about that as well. Okay, does a YouTube channel have to be on one general subject? Well, I think it's entirely up to you, Chris. Oh, Chris has actually left as well now. He's actually asked the question and left. But I think that depends on you. Obviously, a number of users when we were in beta, I'm going to tell you what our beta tester users were doing. When we were working with the YouTube syndication feature, what they mentioned to us was, you know what, when we actually subscribe to channels, then we want to make sure that we can subscribe to channels based on niches. So we want to subscribe to channels that are based around our own channels as well, in which case you can now actually, and this is why we've got categories here now as well. So if your channel is about people and blogs or whatever, then you know what, some people might prefer to subscribe to channels that are about the same subject as well. It's not entirely, you know, a must do, but it's something that our beta testers wanted, and it made sense, and you know what, we were able to do it, so we done it. Okay, Ed saying, can you please post a replay? It was so informative and it's so sleepy. I'm very sorry about that, Ed. I'm going to try my best to post a replay, but of course, I just want to let you know that, you know what, I can make people fall asleep because I do tend to talk quite a bit. So I am sorry, but I did have a lot to get through. Okay, Greg's saying, I understand that I don't need proxies for Facebook, but what about other Web 2.0 sites? It's exactly the same, Greg. Okay, so just remember, a lot of the social sites are going to be totally happy with you having, you know, multiple accounts on the same social sites. Obviously, they don't want you to leave a footprint behind. So they don't want you to have social media accounts, multiple social media accounts, which aren't active or which are only being used for blatant promotion. So I think the idea here is, you know what, if you do have a Facebook account, you want to have friends on there. You know, if you want to be joining app games or join competitions and games and whatnot, you make it look natural. If you make it look natural, you're not going to get issues. If you don't make it look natural, then even with a proxy, you can get issues. So that's the idea about this, keeping it natural. Okay, replay we post in the members area, guys. Okay, what kind of video, this is Candice asking a question, what kind of video is best used for the main video, instructional or promo video? What's your suggestion? Again, Candice, your main video is the video that's going to be converting. This is the video that you want to put out your heart and soul into. This is a video that you want to have, you know, you want to have buyer signals in there, you want to have triggers in there, you want to have call to actions in that video, and it's your main video that you're going to be going through all of this effort, even though SociVidz makes it not such a massive effort, but you're going to go through all of this effort to rank your videos. So you want to put some effort in that video, the main video, and make it instructional, make it, you know, whatever descriptive or however you want to make that video. But the main thing is don't forget them buying signals, don't forget them call to actions. I see it so many times, even websites, you know, when I go to a website or I've been asked to review a website, I go over to the website and the website looks brilliant, but you know what, there's no clear call to action. I spend time on the website, I think it's an informative website, and then I go away. I just read and I'm gone. Why? Because I've never had a call to action on that website to make me do something. You know, if I went to a website and it told me about how brilliant it is to get Facebook likes and how to get Google +1s and how to do this, but not use Fiverr, but use another system like SociVidz, if I didn't point out that, you know what, you can do this with SociVidz and this is what you got to do, and you get a $1 trial and you get this, then I wouldn't be able to convert that traffic. So it's very important to have your call to action. So whatever you make your video, whatever works best in your niche, just make sure you know how you're converting and what the conversion goal is, and that your message is clear. Okay, so we got a question from Robert. It's a fairly cool question. He's saying, can you tell me exactly and how specifically you can make money with your program? I think the question that you should be asking yourself, Robert, is how do you plan to make money from video? So however you plan to make money from your video marketing efforts, then just put SociVidz or work with SociVidz with conjunction to your video marketing efforts, and let SociVidz really bring in them results and really shoot fire them results for you and really bring in bigger results for you as well. So I'm not sure how you personally use affiliate marketing and videos, but obviously, you know, if you're putting videos out there about reviewing products on Amazon, or if you're reviewing products on affiliate marketing products, then obviously by getting your videos out there and being seen by more users, by getting more views to your videos and getting ranked on the search engines. When viewers and people are searching for your videos or the kind of keyword and your video gets found, then obviously I'm hoping you already know what the aim out of putting your video up there was and what the goal in the conversion is going to be, that you'll be able to perform that and get that conversion. Brilliant to hear that you're excited about the program. I'm very excited to hear all of your results as well. So even though you're our customers now, what means even more to us is that you're all getting along really well and you totally understand what's happening with the software. But even more important, I'm really hoping to hear and listen to some of your feedback in regards to the software and how you're doing with it as well. Okay. Okay, can you explain the difference between adding tags, keywords, and master keywords, and how best to use each one? Sure. Okay, let's go over to the poster, and let's go over to campaigns, and let's go over to this campaign here. Okay, so master keywords, you can leave this blank, okay? If you don't want to work with master keywords, you don't have to work with master keywords. Master keywords are just there for you. You can even have this as a note area. So let's say, for example, this is your campaign, and this campaign is for your client. You might even use this as notes, you know, this is my client, and I have created 7 videos for him, and I've done this and that. And the only time this will ever be used is if you add this master keyword shortcode in here. Obviously, if you're not using this for its proper reason, for adding master keywords, and you're only using it for notes, then you don't want to be adding this tag here as well. But the reason we're adding master keywords, okay, and the reason we've allowed you to use tags and call master keywords with tags is because it links in with our project. And our project, we have to put the keywords somewhere. So these keywords weren't actually keywords. Okay, they were keywords, but they're not keywords like tags and keywords here. These tags and keywords are actually tags and keywords, but these here are actually keywords that we're looking for our videos to rank for. So in which case you can actually put them in master keywords, and you can call them anytime you like, and you don't have to call them. And you can use this or you don't have to use this. It's entirely up to you. So if you're a bit worried, like, you know what, I've got a campaign that's fully set up, but I've got nothing in master keywords, what goes in here? You don't have to put anything in there, guys. It's just there. So once you know how to use it, and it makes it much easier for you to use as well, and you'll be able to use it as a reference. Okay, so tags and keywords. Tags are what get added onto your video sites. So onto YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion, VO, TwitPic. These are your tags. You can have minimum tags and maximum tags. The cool thing about having minimum tags and maximum tags is that you can put in like 100 tags in here and then tell the software, well, you know what, I want every video to have a minimum of 6 tags and a maximum of 8 tags, in which case the software is going to automatically randomly select the tags on here. And keywords are going to be used for when adding them to the actual social media sites. Okay. Okay, I've already passed over the links for the Black Label Enterprise, so if people are still looking for the link, I can pass it over again. I hope you're totally fine. Okay, I'm going to go over to some of the recent more comments now, because I've seen a lot of users have left as well after asking the questions. Okay, do I need SociSind if I have SociVidz? No, you don't need SociSind, but will SociSind complement SociVidz? Yes, it will. So, you know, you'll be able to get more credits, you'll be able to get more links and embeds from the social media accounts. Okay, Gary, if I want 100 views, how many vids can I view per day to get the credits? Gary, you know what? If you want to get 100 views, then I think I mentioned earlier as well, it's if you've got a video that's only had 3 views and then you go ahead and get it 100 views, that's totally fine. You can do. But I'm going to really urge you and keep this conversation and this webinar on urging you to look even more natural. So let's say, for example, you only had 5 views and then you go and get 100 views from our system. Why take that risk? Why not go and get 100 views from the social media sites and social links and whatever, and then come and get 50 views for the system or something? But yes, you would need to get views and you would need to earn credits, and in order to do that, then you would need to view videos as well. You can view as many videos as you want, obviously, if there's videos in the system for you to watch. Thank you so much, John. John said, I have to go. Abbas, thank you. I love your software. Thanks a lot, John. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Gary is saying that I work with multiple local businesses, and sorry, I work with multiple local business accounts. Do I set up everything? Do I set up everything SEO pride for each? Okay, sorry, do I set up everything separate for each client? Well, yes, you know, SociVidz gives you the ability to do that. So instead of you having to mix everything up, what you would do here is get your campaign, create a campaign, name the campaign after your client, add the videos that you want to promote for your client into the client's campaign, and add all of your details inside of there as well. When you go to actually assign this to groups and to the social accounts that you want to post to, then this is up to you. If you've already got one group, so you might already have one, let me just close this. Okay, you might already have one group inside of here, and that group has been set up for you to promote videos to it for all of your clients, in which case, just inside of your campaigns, assign that campaign to that group. If not, if you want to have it separate for your client and your client's got his own YouTube channel, or you want to promote helper videos for your client, then yeah, you know what, you can set it up any way that you like, and you can choose to work with it separately, or you can choose to work with it together. Okay. Yes, Ronald, we're going to try our best to have a recording up, and it was supposed to be actually a 1 hour webinar, so I do apologize for everybody that's still on here, but I'm presuming that you're all on here because you all have questions, so I'm totally happy answering these questions for you. So if you're totally fine waiting around, I'm totally happy to spend some time with you as well. Right, Keith's left a comment here. Should we create a channel specific to using this software? A channel for local and a channel for affiliate, etc. In other words, don't mix different channels. I think that would be entirely up to you, Keith. And honestly, I don't think the software is actually coded for you to work with different channels. So I'm really glad that you brought this up. I'm going to actually look here, and I'm going to show you why I'm thinking this. Yeah, look at that. So you add a YouTube account, okay, and you've only got the option to add your email and your password, and obviously choose a category. So if you had multiple channels in your YouTube account, then the software isn't coded to work with that and for you to select that. So I'm going to actually make a note here now. Okay, and I'm going to be making a comment to our developers to make sure that we can get that added in there. So Gary, I'm very happy that you pointed that out, and that just makes sure that we bring in the compatibility for you to work with multiple channels on the same account. Sorry, that was Keith, wasn't it? Not Gary. Okay, can we buy credits? At the moment, Rowell, we can't buy credits, unfortunately. That's not something the system is not designed like that. So we're not going to do that. Okay, Waldo. Waldo's asked the question, are the views, likes, numbers that we set inside of the syndication system for daily or live? So are the likes on a daily or live? So I'm going to try and explain this one better as well. Okay, so what you see here, we've got an update coming out soon. This is something that I should have brought to your attention as well. Okay, so when you add a video in here, you can set the maximum number of likes and comments and views and subscribers. The problem with this is that sometimes your video might get picked up by 10 people in one day, and you might go and get all of them 10 comments in one day. So what we need is we need a way to be able to say, okay, we want a maximum of, say, 30 comments, but we want no more than 2 a day. So that control is coming, guys. So the maximum control of how many you want per day, it's coming to the software. So you're going to be able to control and say, well, you know what, I want 100 likes, but no more than 2 per day. I want 100 subscribers, but no more than 2 per day. And that control is coming to the software, and we plan to have that in here soon. I was really hoping to have it in today, to be honest, but we didn't have that in here for today. Okay. Okay, is your 2013 video product available at a special price, Soci? Okay, SociVidz, yes, we do. We have a Warrior Forum special offer, and you actually get a $1 trial with that as well. So let me find this, and I'll actually give you the link. So yeah, you don't want to go over to our website. Our website sells well on SociVidz as well, but the actual website SociVidz charges you $54 for a pro license, whereas here it's much cheaper. So anyway, here's the link for SociVidz. Okay, that's the link for SociVidz. That's our Warrior Forum special offer. It's pretty cool because you'll actually get to know me on the Warrior Forum as well. As you can see, I've got a pretty long history on the Warrior Forum, and the thread's pretty massive, and it's got some solid reviews, guys. And as you can see, I keep it fully up to date all the time as well from the 20th of August. So it's a brilliant tool. It works great, and it's definitely one of our best achievements to date. Okay. Okay, Aziz is asking a question. Can I view the videos and how can I keep it balanced for my future use? I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Aziz, but to keep things balanced, again, look at your competition, look at their views, look at their comments, and look at their engagement, and then you'll be able to see exactly what you're aiming for yourself and what looks natural in your niche. Okay, Gary's saying, so each client needs its own campaign or group, not necessarily its own group, but its own campaign, yes, I would certainly believe so. Okay, we've got somebody making notes about producing videos inside of SociVidz, and it's taking up a lot of the CPU usage, and it's taking up a lot of the RAM as well. So again, guys, I'm going to be trying my best to have another webinar. I'm going to be speaking to my staff today to see when we can actually organize the next webinar. I'm really hoping that we can do it next week, early next week, like on Tuesday time. So, you know, Tuesday the 2nd, which is not very long away. And in that video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the best out of creating videos. Now, when you are creating videos, guys, just keep in mind, if you're going to be using images from your iPhone 5 that's got like 5 megapixel cameras and it's got a massive image, or you're going to be using images that are really huge, then the software is going to take much longer to produce them videos. So I'm going to be showing you best practices, how to make sure the software doesn't take ages to produce videos, and how you can make sure that, you know what, you can create quickly and efficient, good looking videos that are going to work for exactly what we need them to work for. Can you show a sample video? David, if you're talking about a sample video as in the kind of videos that SociVidz creates, then I'm going to be showing you many sample videos hopefully on our next webinar. But you can actually go over to SociVidz.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see 2 sample videos that I created with SociVidz. One is using an intro and outro clip, and one is using an intro clip and an outro image, and with some text movement in there as well. And again, I think I mentioned to you, we've got a list of upgrades and updates that are coming out to SociVidz, and one of them is with working with the video creation features, and in that you're going to be able to work with animated GIFs, and you know, we're really hoping to build an action script inside of SociVidz, but I don't want to give too many notes on that because the video creation side of it is something that we need to work on still. Okay, Waldo, thank you very much. Yes, you can have numerous channels inside of YouTube. I understand that now, and you can choose to post to different channels. SociVidz doesn't allow that at the moment. It only posts the one channel inside of your YouTube account, but I'm going to try our best to get that updated so that you can, so what you might find is you might have an area when you do add your YouTube account, and the other area that you're going to have is, you know, what's the channel name that you want to post to. Okay. Okay, channels are a big deal. I want that too, David. I've totally understood that channels are a big deal. Like I mentioned, we're going to get that added, and it shouldn't be hard. Nothing is hard for our developers. We've got a great team. Okay, Evelyn is thanking Gary, making notes on the multi-channels. Yep, Gary, brilliant stuff. Okay, Rick's asking a question about a special deal for SociVidz users on SociSend. I've already pasted in the URL. Here's the URL again. This is a $1 trial for SociSend, so you can take that up as well if you wanted to. Okay, Gary's saying that I guess the helper videos will be posted after your main video has got 100 views. Again, Gary, I don't want to put a figure on it like 100 views and say that's when you go out there and post your helper videos, because you know what, somebody like myself, I might go out there and post my main video and then go and create 2 helper videos for it, knowing that I'm going to get videos and knowing that I'm going to get views to my main video. So it really depends on what your technique's like, what your style's like, what your ability is, and what your ability is to get legit views as well. Okay, Revonda is asking a question. How does the system determine how many keywords it will display when doing keyword research? Sometimes it shows lots of phrases for keywords and other times it shows 2. Let's try and have a better look and see a better understanding. Okay, so if I click on project, let me just show you what happens. Okay, I'm going to type in, we've already seen plumbers, yeah? So I've got a basic search, I'm going to type in plumbers. And on this, you can see that it's automatically exactly the same. Okay, and if I type in SEO, for example, okay, so it looks like we're roughly getting the same amount of searches, yeah? Estate agent. Okay, so it looks like, you know what, we are getting roughly the amount of same searches. But now let's say, for example, you put in a keyword inside of here that didn't have a lot of related search terms to come with, then that's when you're going to get the kind of low figure search volumes in here. But obviously, you know what, if you're performing pro level keyword research, then you're going to get many more. If you're doing advanced level keyword research, then you're going to get even more keywords. Obviously, depending on how it's going to be working. Okay, so that's that done. Let's ask another question. Let's answer some more questions. Buy credits for rolled. I think one of our users was asking if it's possible to buy credits for the YouTube syndication feature as opposed to earning them. In which case, it's a no-no. That's not allowed, and it's not something that we plan to do, not at the moment anyway, because everything is fair, and you earn a credit by you viewing someone's video or commenting or whatever, and in return, you get a view and a comment in return as well. Okay, Paul, thank you very much. Yes, best practice is very important. If you've got a tool that's very powerful and you don't use it in the best way, then you know what, you could be doing yourself more harm than good. Okay, if you have a main video that you've created with Google Hangouts, then how do you create helper videos? Exactly the same. I believe when you do, I'm not very, I don't use Google Hangouts, guys, you know, and I don't create them short videos for Google Hangouts and put them onto YouTube because, you know, I've heard a number of, there's a lot of debate about, you know, using Google Hangouts for short videos which aren't really live, and you know what, it's not made for that. But anyway, Google Hangouts do give you the opportunity and the ability to rank even quicker, which is pretty cool. But what happens with the Google Hangout is after your Hangout's complete, it automatically gets uploaded to your YouTube channel, right? So if it gets uploaded to the YouTube channel, then you're going to have a URL. So in essence, you're going to be using that URL and you're going to be linking back from your helper videos to the Google Hangout URL, which should be a YouTube video link, I presume. Okay, can the groups function be used to create multiple YouTube channels? The group feature can be used to post to multiple YouTube channels because SociVidz doesn't sign up to the channels, so it's not going to sign up to the actual accounts for you. But yes, you can post and you can have one YouTube account, one of whatever account inside every group that you have, which gives you more power. Okay, what is the benefit of limiting how many likes per day? Thank you. Well, here's the big thing about this, you see. we all want automation. We don't want to babysit something. And if we add a URL in here, so let's have a look at this URL. I've added this URL in here, and I've told it I only want 1 comment, I only want 4 views, I only want 4 likes and 1 subscriber. But wouldn't it be ideal to have and add a URL in here and say, well, you know what, I want 100 views, and I want 100 comments, and I want 100 likes, and I want 100 subscribers, but I don't want more than 2 a day. What that does, it allows me to drip natural engagement on a daily basis without coming over to here and messing around with it again, you know. So that's why you want to drip them on a daily basis. Okay, what's the difference between SociSync and SociVidz? There's a lot of difference, but in short, think about how the SociVidz crowd marketing works for the YouTube engagement. Then SociVidz works in exactly the same way for promoting your posts and everything on social sites in an automated way. Okay, Lee Wilder has made a note that in the competition analysis script, so let me just open this up, does it always check google.com? If it does not check google.com, then how does the software know? Well, I'm going to quickly minimize this. How does the software know what Google to check or where it's going to check? Because there's no options here for you to actually say, well, you know what, I want you to check in google.co.uk or google.com or Google Australia or Google Canada, in which case you're making some very good comments as well. So what we can do is actually have a drop down, so you can choose the drop down and then you're going to be able to select what location you want to check from. Now, I know it's not going to apply to many users. Many users are going to be totally happy using their own IP location, but for users, and I do understand that we have many users that work for clients, and things such as this, and things such as being able to check the competition and the results for your local client areas is very important. So in which case, you know what, I'm going to make a note of this as well. Drop down Google engine selection. Okay, and we'll have that in the comp analysis, and we can also have it inside of the keyword projects. And the reason we'll have it inside of keyword projects is because we go over to see if Google's showing a video on the first page of Google for the keyword, and it would be good to be able to select the YouTube location of your choice, or the Google location of your choice, sorry, so we can add that in there as well. So yeah, guys, you know, we work, our coders are in-house, so any of these changes, they can be fairly quick to come, but of course we will need to do testing first. Oh, thank you very much, Helen. Helen saying she's a faithful customer. She's been following us for a long time. Thank you very much, Helen. Stephen's asking, please explain proxies. Do they need to be comma separated? How do they work? Right, I'm going to enter a comment in here and show you, well, what I'll do, I'll actually add it in here first and show you how it works. Right, if you can see my screen, then you should be able to see it. So you've got your IP, and then you've got your colon, and then you've got your port, and you've got colon, and you've got your username, and you've got colon, and you've got password. That's if they're authenticated with the username and password. If not, it'll be like this. If it's a free proxy and you don't need to have it authenticated with the username and password. Very simple, very straightforward. Okay, I'll enter these inside of the chat box so you can see them. Okay. Oh, okay. Bridge is saying that I need to go. She's gone now at 1 p.m. our time. It was very interesting, and I'll be back to find out if you've answered our question. I hope I have answered the question. Okay, do you have any plans of having a lifetime option? A lifetime option for what, Joe? You've got a lifetime license for SociVidz. You know, we had a launch special. You guys have all come on board when we had our SociVidz launch special. All of you guys have got a lifetime license. You don't need to worry about that. The YouTube syndication features, they're going to be working today, they're going to be working tomorrow, and next year to come as well. And you're all going to have access to it. So don't worry about a lifetime license, because you know what? This is a lifetime version for you. Okay, in regards to creating the videos and using system resources, Gwenta, we're going to be looking at this on the next webinar, but what I would recommend is you get in contact with us at support so that we can help you with that as well. Aha, Dale, are you going to be adding text to voice in the future? Something that we've certainly spoken about in-house. I'm not going to say yes, but it's something that we've certainly spoken about and something that I'm certainly not going to rule out. And again, as mentioned to you, we've spent 8 months on SociVidz. You know, it's not something that's been developed yesterday and, you know, it's come out today. It's something that's been developed for 8 months. We'll build it from the ground up. If any suggestions and anything that you send over, if there's ways of getting them done, we can do it. And why wouldn't we do it? We want to make the most complete software, and we want to make a software that people would be happy to continue paying for. Okay, Raul's asked a question, a very good question, on the SociVidz private blog network. How would we know, other than looking in our members areas and the stats, that our videos have been embedded and posted onto other people's blogs? Well, Raul, with all honesty, okay, let me try and explain why we don't give reports first. When we released our initial system, SociSind, last year, then we released it by giving reports as well. So you'd be able to download the reports and find out exactly where your links are coming from. What this done, this left our network and it exposed our network and it made it very vulnerable. Because it made our network very vulnerable, we had to remove them links. And in the same way, we're doing exactly the same with the private blog network. We're not giving links. We're not letting you know what websites your video has been posted on. Now that might sound a little bit rude. I don't want it to sound rude. I just want you to understand that we're taking these precautions and these measures to protect our network. So the only thing that you have to know that they are getting done is that, you know what, our word. Honestly, that's all that you have to go on at the moment. Other than that, you can always have a look at Majestic SEO. You can always have a look at Open Site Explorer. You can always have a look at and link up your videos to, I don't know, whatever accounts you have that you can actually see links from. And as long as they get picked up by these crawlers, then you should see them on there. But other than that, role, honestly, you know, for the protection of the network, we weren't able to give out these URLs. And really, what happens is it makes our system, or it makes it even harder for us to sell. So just imagine you are coming into a network saying, yeah, you know what, you come into the network and you also get URLs showing you exactly where them links are being placed. It makes it much more appealing than saying, you know what, you come over to our network, your videos will get placed onto multiple blogs, but we're not going to tell you where they've been posted. It means that the user needs to rely on us more. They need to trust us more. Now, I don't know how else to put this to you, Raul, but the only thing that I can advise you is, you know what, as long as you have things like, you know, Majestic SEO or Open Site Explorer, whatever you can pick up links from, you can pick them up that way. On the other hand, you're going to have to rely and base it on our trust that our system is getting it done properly. Okay, can we have a link for HQ Suggest? Yes, you can. Here's the link for HQ Suggest, and if you actually click on the add to cart, I think that takes you over to the Warrior Forum as well. Right, Thomas is asking a question. Can I use the same social accounts for SociSind and SociVidz? Yes, you can. But now there is one little issue. The issue is SociVidz might use a different user agent to log into one of the accounts than what SociSind will. In which case, I found an issue with Twitter. Twitter is very picky with that. It recognizes that it's being logged in from a different device. So you might find a few issues with some accounts. But yeah, you know what? You can use the same accounts. And SociSind accounts makes it look much more natural because obviously SociSind likes and follows users as well. So your accounts look real cool. Okay, if you use SociVidz on different PCs, can you use different YouTube channels? Certainly. You can use whatever YouTube channel you want, whatever you assign to that software version. Okay, can we use video software such as Video Maker FX with SociVidz? Certainly, guys, you can use any video creation software, whatever your favorite video creation software is, Camtasia, Sony Vegas, Video Maker FX, Easy Sketch Pro, whatever other software, Adobe FX, and you know, whatever other software that you use to create videos, you can create your videos in there and continue to create your videos in there, and then use SociVidz to get them engagement and to upload them and to get them embeds and links as well. Okay, David, I don't understand your question. You've made a question saying there seems to be very few SociVidz listings. Will this increase soon? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. So if you can maybe make another note in the comment box and I'll come around to it in a moment. Okay, yes, I'm going to try my best to have a recording for this. Okay, Daniel's saying I had to leave for a minute. I don't know if you answered this question. On the syndication views feature. Okay, so he's saying his video is 17 minutes long. How long should he let people watch the video? So Daniel, just remember, when you add a video, okay, let me go over to here and show you. When you add a video, then it's based on percentage. Okay, you've got a video duration based on percentage. The software is not going to allow you to set it higher than 5 minutes. So whatever the percentage works out, if the video is longer than 5 minutes, it isn't fair, is it? I mean, you know, if you've got a video that's 17 minutes long, I understand that you want to get views for it. But then to have somebody sit through that video for longer than 5 minutes to earn a view credit when they can go ahead and look at another video that's only going to be viewed for a few seconds, then I'm sure they would rather be doing that. So honestly, I don't know what to advise on there. I would say try and do it about 10% max. So, you know, I really don't know. Have a play around with it, Danny, and see what you can come up with. But yeah, you know, 17-minute videos are fairly long, and you do want a little bit of a view on there, don't you? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean there, Waldo. Okay, Greg Smith is saying keep it fair. That rocks. Yes, it's all about keeping it fair, Greg. We understand you're a proper user. I'm a proper user, and we want to get proper results. And, you know, you wouldn't want anything which isn't fair. And same as. Okay, Gary's saying that pay a virtual assistant to do the views, likes, and build up the views and likes. Yes, okay, the way your likes and the YouTube syndication works is I can have it open on here with my own YouTube account performing likes and views and earning credits, and I can have my virtual assistant with their own YouTube account earning likes and views and credits as well, and all of them credits and views and then credits that you earn get tallied up with the one account. So in essence, this is exactly how it would work, yeah. Okay, the biggest mistakes, Thomas, that you should avoid is getting too many comments on videos that don't have enough views, getting too many likes on videos that don't have enough views, and really just going overboard, man. You know, because you've got something now that gets you engagement on YouTube and gets you things like that, then just don't go overboard. You know, if yesterday you only used to have 1 or 2 comments on your videos, and then suddenly today every single video gets 5 or 6 comments on them, it looks a bit unnatural, doesn't it? So build it slowly, move slowly, you know, keep it cool and just don't go overboard, man. Okay, Lee's making a note about Google Analysis checking the country-specific Google area. I've already mentioned this, Lee. We are going to be updating the system to allow you to select what Google area it should be checking. Okay, David, good point. David's made a note here saying when trying to view some videos for earning credits, it says the playback is restricted. So let me just explain this to you, David, and show you exactly why this is. Okay, when you're inside of the YouTube syndication tab and you want to actually view videos, I really hope I can find one now so I can give you a good example. Let me play here. Okay, no. Right, I don't think I want to be able to find an example, am I? Okay, but here we go. Brilliant, fantastic stuff. So, okay, here's a brilliant example, guys. This video contains content, okay? It contains some content that's restricted to be played back on certain sites or on certain devices. So you have to go to YouTube and you have to watch it there. So what's happening here is this actual video is the one that holds the issue. Okay, we can go over to the video. Okay, this video holds the issue. Now, it might be holding an issue because it's a Vero video or because it's got ads on there, or I don't know why it's got this issue on here, but it's the actual video that holds the issue, and it isn't the actual YouTube account, or it isn't your software or anything like that. Let me just minimize this chat box a second. Okay, so it's the actual video that holds the issue. Some other times, what you'll notice is that this video here, I can't watch, but then somebody from America can watch. And the reason behind that is because it has IP restrictions and restrictions based on locations. And the same is true with comments and likes as well. So if you're trying to comment on something and you see that you should be able to comment on it but you can't, then it's because it's a restriction on the actual area. So it's nothing to do with you. It's actually to do with the actual video itself. So one piece of advice I can give users is before they go ahead and try to add videos with comments and everything, make sure that you know what the videos can get comments and likes on them, because if not, it's going to cause a headache for all of our other users. Okay, yes, Lee, if you're in the UK, or currently it's going to automatically check google.co.uk. If you're in America, google.com. Okay, David, you've made a note. It might be nice to see the niche of the videos in my watch comment queue. I might want to have different avatars or personas, okay, accounts, what certain types of videos, right? I don't entirely understand what that means, but if you're referring to having the ability to assign multiple YouTube accounts to the video syndication area and then like and subscribe to different videos based on the niche of your YouTube account, then yeah, that would require some extra coding, and that would require us to work with proxies and a number of things, and it would make the process quite a little bit more complicated than what it currently is. But something I'm not going to rule out, again, you know, if this is something that many of our users want, then we can certainly get it added. Okay, what's the difference between master keyword and keywords? How are they separated? Obviously, master keywords are entered in the master keywords area, and keywords are entered in the keywords. What you'll notice, the software, what it automatically does is when you are actually performing your keyword research, then it allows you to get tags and it allows you to get the keywords. These are keywords that we'll be targeting videos for. These are tags that will get sent onto YouTube and video sites. And when you actually import these inside of a project, inside of a campaign, then what you'll notice is that your tags get entered inside of your tags area, which is exactly what your tags are for, but your master keywords will get entered inside of your master keywords area. Evelyn, thank you very much. Evelyn's left a brilliant comment saying this should get Product of the Year award. Best value I've seen since being in the industry 7 years. Thank you. Thank you very much, Evelyn. Okay, let's have a look here. Well, I've just lost that question. Okay, so Ravonda saying that back to the question about how many keywords show under the Pro version for bankruptcy attorney. Let me have a go. I hope I can spell it properly first. Okay, so what was the keyword? World Cup 2014 shows loads, but bankruptcy, okay. I hope I'm spelling it right or I'm not going to get no results. Attorney on the Pro method shows only a few. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've only got a few here for bankruptcy attorney, but if we performed a basics, okay, let's have a look here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got about 11. I don't understand what you're trying to say, but you're saying if we do World Cup 2014, we get many more. Okay, clearly. Okay, clearly we get many more. Okay, the reason this happens is because there's not many more suggestions that YouTube's returning to us. So we're trying to force suggestions out of YouTube to get even more suggestions. But if YouTube isn't giving us any more suggestions, and there's not much more that we can do. So World Cup gets many more suggestions from YouTube, but bankruptcy attorney doesn't. So there's not much that we can really do here. Okay, for your information, the billing for SociVidz said annual billing. No, it's set up for a one-time billing. It's not subscription-based. The only subscription-based service that we had with SociVidz was for the private blog network. SociVidz itself is a one-time payment. You're not going to get charged next year. Okay, Gary saying beautiful text to voice. Yes, Gary, certainly looking into it. Okay, thank you very much, Christian. It's been great to present to you guys. Okay, will the Open Site Explorer expose my backlink network as accurately as per SociVidz report? No, it's not, Gary. What you might find is SociVidz might turn around and say, well, you know what, we've already got your video 50 links and 50 embeds, and you go over to Majestic SEO or you go over to Open Site Explorer and you can only find 5 of them. So don't be surprised. It's not going to be accurate. It's just not going to happen. Okay, Raoul's saying Majestic SEO it is. Raoul's making the same notes about picking up on the links. Again, Raoul, I think I've just pointed out that, you know what, you're not going to get the precise figures from there. Okay, the replay, I'm going to try my best to have it up for tomorrow. Okay, HQ suggests it's a how-to and questions-based keyword research software that works with 9 major search engines. YouTube is one of them, and it was actually inspired, and we created it after the Hummingbird update, which Google started to look at the relationship of keywords in a given sentence as opposed to just words as words. So yeah, so that does help, and it went really cool. We've got thousands of users using that at the moment as well. Yes, okay, exporting your settings for SociVidz to another setting is very simple. Here's my SociVidz folder, okay, and what you need to do is inside of here, you'll see something called settings.xml. If you copy this and you send it over to whoever else has got SociVidz, and if they have this in there, then this will hold all of your social media accounts, all of your settings files and everything in there as well. And for your projects, so if you want to send over your projects as well, so your keyword discovery projects, then that they get held in keyword prj.xml. So we work with XML files here just to make sure everything's nicely organized and works well. Thank you, Waldo. You're more than welcome. Okay, David, I receive a max of 5 listings, and when I select load more, my total is about 13, and it loads no more. I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to, David. I do apologize if I answered one of your questions earlier and you're continuing on from that. Okay, Gary. Yes, Gary, you can just export that file, the settings file, and you'll be totally fine to work with both the computers with the both settings. Thank you very much, CJ. You will find that all of our tutorials and all of our training and information that we share, we do try our best to fill you with knowledge and non-rehashed stuff that are really going to help you in your daily business and going to help you go away with actionable steps to take things away from this. Okay, when pointing several helper videos to the main video, is the main video coming from its own channel while all the helper videos are coming from a second channel, or should the helper videos be coming from the separate channels? Thanks. Okay, Robert, don't overthink it like that. Think of it, the helper videos, what are the helper videos doing? We're getting the internal linking from YouTube itself. That's what the helper videos are there for. That's what the internal links are there for. Whether it's coming from the same channel, whether it's coming from a new and a different YouTube account, I really don't think it matters. Like I mentioned to you, I have my main videos on one channel and my helper videos on a total different channel. So if that's how you want to do it, that's totally fine. Think about it this way as well. Let's say, for example, you're performing services for your client that lives in London and they've got a beautician parlor. Now, they've already got their video on their YouTube account, and now you want to go out there and create loads of helper videos to rank that video, but they're not giving you access to their YouTube account. So what do? Well, you know what? You put them helper videos on your own YouTube channel and link back to them videos. No problem there whatsoever. Okay. Okay, Thomas is saying, doesn't a low view percent affect a bounce rate in Google's signals? Well, yeah, you're right there as well, Thomas. But don't forget what I said to you. Don't rely just on SociVidz. Now, again, if you're going to put in a 17-minute video inside of the system, then what you have to think about is for somebody to earn a credit, it's going to depend on how long you've based that duration on. So, you know what? It's not about relying on the SociVidz system alone to get them views. In fact, I think the first thing that I mentioned to you when I started this webinar was that, you know what? Even myself, I don't have any issues getting views, but when it comes to likes and comments and maybe subscribers, then that's what I have the issues with. So just remember, if views and you're thinking about showing views for a lower time, it's going to increase your bounce rate. Don't use views for the time being. Try and focus on natural views and other things and only focus on the comments and likes for now. Okay, do videos with that have people speaking on them, so narrating, I presume, have advantage over slideshows? Well, I would believe the advantage would be your let me show you. Okay, if you have a look at what I will try and do, I'll actually try and put my if I can find my SociVidz video, then you can actually see right, there's so many SociVidz videos on here, I don't know which one is mine. Okay, I think it doesn't matter, does it? I think I can get any SociVidz video. Let me just go on one that looks like it is the original one. Okay, this one looks like it is. What is? Okay. Check out these subtitles. Okay, not subtitles. Where's it gone? Okay, it's not showing on here. A transcript. Here we go. Okay, so when you have a voiceover, then YouTube itself will automatically make you a transcript. Obviously, if you're speaking fairly articulate, then it's going to be much easier for YouTube to pick it out. Obviously on here, it hasn't picked it out. It's saying, will here you able to easily create, optimize, published, share, and rental videos online using a simple Teams push button software that automates C in just a few minutes. So it's, you know what, it is a bit of it is gibberish, but maybe this does have an advantage. I really don't know, you know, but even if it does have an advantage, and even if it doesn't have an advantage, the methods that I've outlined here are going to force your videos to page one. So, you know what, focus on this and don't worry about the small, tiny little aspects for now, until we're up against some really high, heavy competition. Okay, Panya, I'm really not sure what you're saying. This is the second comment that I've actually compassed from yourself now. Something to do with buffer app. I'm not understanding you there, so I do apologize. Yes, I'm going to try my best to have a replay on this. Damn, 2.5 hours. I'm really, really sorry about this, Stevens. You know, we've still got over 100 users online, so, you know, there's so many questions that people are still wanting to ask. Actually, you know what? It is 6:30. We've done 4, 5, 6. It has been 2.5 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these questions, guys, and I'm going to end the webinar because I know all of us have got lots of things to do. It's 6:30. I was only hoping to have a webinar for 1 hour. And at the same time, I'm going to organize another webinar, and I'm going to organize the webinar for hopefully next week where we can discuss video training. After we've done the video training, and obviously after you've done this, any other things that you want me to go over, so any things that you're not fully aware of or any things that you need some, you know, you want to use me for my knowledge and show you exactly how it's done, then we can actually go over them. At the moment, I think I've covered everything for you. Obviously, we've got some questions in here as well. Let me just see some last questions. Okay, there's quite a few questions still, guys. So I'm going to try and save these, and I'm going to try my best to get something out over to you. Okay, people are still asking for the link for the YouTube, sorry, for the OTOs. So I'm going to give you them links in here one more time. I'm sure I did add them links in here. But anyway, here we go. Okay, so this is the video private, sorry, this is the Black Label Enterprise. Video Private Blog Network. And this is the Video Private Blog Network. Guys, we don't want you to share this with anybody else. And the reason we don't want you to share this with anybody else is because it's currently closed. So again, if you do go over to the main SociVidz website, you will see that it actually says on there that we're currently closed and we're not accepting any more orders until we get to work with our main customers, which is you guys. So anyway, thank you very much, Waldo. Thank you very much. I really hope, you know what, anybody that is new to us or anybody that is new to the SociVidz system, stick around, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. The system's only going to get better. And at the same time, I've got a wealth of knowledge that I can share with you, and I promise to be sharing them with you as well. So anyway, thank you as well, Mittul, and thank you very much for everybody else. And Lee, thank you very much as well. So I'm going to end this now. I've got this on record. I believe we've got somebody on here who's also recording it as well. If we have any issues, okay, whoever's recorded it, if I can ask you to please email us at support@socividz.com. I'm going to put the email in here as well. So just in case I'm unable to actually get the video working or get the replay working, then if you can please email us just to let us know that you've also recorded it, so if there are any issues, then we can actually get in touch with you and get that video. So anyway, guys, thank you very much, and I'm going to close this webinar now, and I'm really happy that you all attended today, and I really hope you do get the best out of working with SociVidz. So thank you very much, and I'll see you hopefully on the next webinar.